there's a Dairy Queen on Babcock that says, beep if you love DQ. I love DQ.
By nieces.
Right by the putt-putt, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I love DQ. So like I fucking lay on the horn every time I go by there and scare the fuck out of everybody in line. And when I say I fucking crack up laughing, like I uncontrollably laugh. And like, dude, I do it 4 or 5 times a week. It's fucking unbelievable.
So they know you probably when they see your vehicle.
So yeah, Leanie does the one girl's hair. I think she might have canceled on her, and I'm waiting for like, that owns. No, like just by. But she was gonna say like, hey, that's my boyfriend that like beeps like a lunatic every time he comes by. But like they have to know. I mean, it's the same car. Yeah, I did it in the lumberjack's truck. It's like,
do you look at them and like wave, or you just let the horn go?
Nah, yeah, I like play it cool, and sometimes I'm like, yeah, DQ, yeah.
Number 1.
Yeah, because it is number 1. It's fucking DQ's
It's so
great.
good.
Yeah, hot eats, cold treats.
Yeah, can't beat it. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Greenfield's Finest Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Z-Bird Zidell. With me, as always, the boys are in the building, minus piece of shit Rosado, who decided to take another vacation.
Yeah, how many's that?
I mean, he just went last year.
Yeah, what? Oh, I didn't know cutting grass every day in the fucking 90-degree heat was so hard that you need a vacation from it.
I mean, his dad feels the same way. I'll tell you that much. I've been hearing it for fucking 2 days now, how it must be nice. And I'm like, dude.
It must be nice.
I
know his dad's like, I need the vacation.
That's exactly what he said.
What's he need a vacation for?
That's what he said that also. And then I'm like, dude, he's down there with his 3 kids.
His
like,
life's a vacation.
I was like, dude, it's not. I don't think he's having the time. It's not a guy's trip.
It's not a fun trip.
It's hell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Vacation with your kids is rough.
3 kids running around the Jolly Roger. Have fun, John.
Yeah. But to the left of me, my main man, Anthony, 9.5 toe, medium-sized cock, but still not circumcised, surely.
Hello.
And then special guest, he wanted to come back. He's a 2-timer now.
Yeah.
My main man, Matt Light.
Thanks, man.
And then my co-host, my main dude, Moneyline Welsh. What up, Moneyline?
What's going on?
Same stuff.
Is Greenfield at war?
Dude, I don't know what's going on here. I didn't like that one bit.
I didn't either. I mean,
How do you think people like Mr.
we need like some of the young kids that listen, like let us know if we're at war. I mean, we could rustle up some old troops.
Yeah. So
There's still a bunch of old dudes that got nothing to lose. Like I'm not going to come, but I'll text some dudes.
I can get guys
I
there.
get guys that don't give a fuck. I can't get jammed up, but there's guys that can get jammed up.
Yeah. Oh, dude. I mean, I thought of Joey G as soon as it happened.
Perfect.
Yeah, I was like, Joey G would love to go punch someone or throw a brick through someone's window.
Someone spray painted fucking "We love cock" all over the McGee bleachers. We don't love cock. I mean, some people from Greenfield love cock, sure,
Right,
and that's
we
fine.
don't.
Yeah, but not us. It doesn't say Greenfield's Finest Podcast loves cock.
right.
It just says we love cock.
If he said that, we have a real issue. It just says we, and I took that as Greenfield loves cock.
Yeah, that's what it means. It's on the bleachers.
Kind of
stubs.
funny.
It's kind of funny. It looks like it's such a bad. Todd, I'll send you this picture, but it's such a bad pic. It just says like it looks like it saes we love cook. Like, oh, we love to cook.
Yeah, who doesn't?
Yeah, everybody likes to cook, eat. But yeah, I mean, if we're at war, I mean, who is this? Carrick?
Yeah, I don't know who could have. Maybe it was like some Squirrel Hill member back in the GFK days, SHK.
Yeah, the old
Squirrel Hill Killer.
Yeah, old HWKs.
Back when the gang wars of Greenfield were.
Yeah, when we were the Greenfield Ghetto Boys. I mean, we could fucking get those guys together, no problem. They're probably at Hammer right now.
Right, they're smart dudes up there drinking, talking about we need to find who wrote "We Love Cock."
Yeah,
because
they might be ahead of it.
They're forming a militia as we speak.
Yeah.
There's definitely old dudes in Greenfield that we could see at yesterday's that would love to go fight over this.
I'd like to be a part of that militia until everybody got in their cars to go do whatever they're gonna do. I'm like, yeah, fuck it, blah blah blah, Greenfield forever, and then like,
I want to be your hype
all right,
man.
guys.
Yeah, I want to be your hype man.
It's been good to see everybody. I'm gonna finish this LaCroix, walk down to my parents' house, and call it a day.
My mistake is I stayed in that car one too many times and ended up in jail.
Yeah, well, everybody stayed in the car. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody could have some serious charges here.
I ended up with some, so
Yeah. But yeah, it's just we love cock. Jeez, guys.
yeah.
No class.
So okay, moving on. Olympic 7th-year-old Lydia Jacoby from Alaska wins 100-meter breaststroke.
Alaskan swimmer. I was on the moon last night, fucking
When
cheering.
you made-
I knew I was. I remember I said last week I was gonna be all high, fucking watching swimming, and there I was, all high watching swimming. Katie Ledecky, who I was for Halloween like 5 years ago. Sweet Halloween fucking pick. I'll send you that too, Todd. But she was supposed to win, didn't win. The 17-year-old from Alaska, they don't even have 50-meter poles in Alaska, so she's been training like a regular-sized pole, just going back and forth, back and forth, back
Swung
and
it
forth.
twice, yeah.
So it was a 200-meter. Yes, it was 200, so she swam, I don't know, eight times. Fucking, she smoked everyone. I mean, she fucking 17 years old, winning the gold. That's a good story.
That's it. You, I mean,
America ain't doing shit right now.
Alaska. You're the different cut from a different cloth if you're living up there.
Barely America.
Yeah, you're like fucking fighting bears. You're like
She's
you know what I
making
mean?
salmon
Yeah.
jerky one day, winning the gold the next.
I mean, just think, have you ever gone to like an indoor pool and like in the winter, like up Erie or some shit, that white trash place, and it's fucking January and it's freezing out, and you gotta go jump in a pool?
Conley motoring.
Yeah, imagine you do that every day
Yeah.
in Alaska.
Yeah, I mean, God bless her. They seen something in her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
Best
then
thing since Gold Rush.
They the best thing about the Olympics is like now everybody's at home actually watching the Olympics. The people that usually give a fuck about the Olympics, like the family and shit, they're there. They're not there, so they're watching. They're cutting to like these watch parties, and like these Alaskan kids in high school were going bananas.
I mean, I bet she's in high school, right?
She just graduated. Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy. Well, who's the most successful person we went to high school with? They didn't win a gold medal.
Went to high school with, or went to our high school?
We had
we have some real famous people who went to our high school.
I'm talking about our class of people. Anybody that like made it.
Probably us.
Yeah, I guess.
This podcast. I don't
Yeah,
know.
landscaping's going good.
One dude, Statman, he would like produce TRL for a little bit, I think.
Who's Statman? The dude that was like
The Statman for like football.
Yeah.
Took a terrible video.
Yeah. Well,
I'm surprised
he got a job.
produced it.
He got a job on MTV.
My fucking highlight film looks like shit. You see the back of people's head.
And like that was like back in the day he had that gig, so I would imagine he's probably doing
He's doing all right.
pretty
for
big.
himself.
Yeah, Rostrum Records, those dude, like Artie Pitt. I mean,
Oh, they did do a lot. Yeah.
they had Wiz in the beginning.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably those guys, then us.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know who else.
After that, it's just there's a real steep drop
Leland
after
Pepper.
us. Yeah, the Peppers.
The Pepper glass brand has been a staple
Huge.
for a long time.
He's a long-time listener, big
Oh, that's
fan
awesome,
of the show.
Yeah, huge fan. I
That's
seen him
good.
the other day.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
So what else?
The Olympics are just. I don't
Some-
know. Matt, you an Olympic guy? You like this?
I don't like to pretend to like a sport every 4 years. I mean, just like there's,
No.
it's entertaining. but-
Sure.
and I like to gamble, so it's great. And I put in a $100 parlay to win 25 grand, and it's not going to happen. And the reason why it's not going to happen is the most obvious ones that I took aren't going to fucking hit. So I had the women's basketball. They only won by 9 last night against Nigeria. They were 24-point favorites. I got the men's basketball team who's eating fucking hammers. Like, they're terrible.
Yeah, I could see them getting it together though.
Can you, though?
Yes and no. Yeah, I could see them. I mean, there's some really good players over there. People like, well, we didn't send our best players. Like, yeah, I mean, KD's over there.
Yeah.
Fucking Devin Booker's over there. There's a lot of good
Yeah,
players.
but
over
he's
there.
going to end up on whoever fucking beats us. Like, KD's
Yeah.
just going to be like, oh, I'm going to be on France this week. That's
Yeah.
He's gonna get-
It's a different. I don't know. It's a different type of basketball than the NBA. They probably could have benefited from a little break. You know, I mean, these dudes came right off their season, right into that.
Well, yeah, they're supposed to be getting players from the teams in the finals.
Well,
but
they're,
like,
yeah, no, they're there.
Are they
yeah,
there?
They got
They're
there
just
like
chilling?
no, they got there like 2 days like before like that the first like opening day.
Okay.
So I don't know. They could pull it together.
So I got those two, and then I have there's somebody else. It was a women's soccer, but they're not playing that well right now.
No,
They tied today. They tied.
Yeah,
that's
so
not-
that got him into like the elimination bracket or whatever it is, right?
That's all they had to do.
Yeah,
they
the
said
medal.
they kind of did it on purpose. A lot
Wait,
of
so
people
they're in it? They
specu-
still have a chance?
Yeah.
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 Okay, good. Okay. And then I have for golf. I'm not a golf guy, but I know you guys are. I took that Colin dude. Colin.
Morikawa. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's plus 700. That starts tomorrow.
Well, he was plus 1,000, and then those two dudes got COVID,
And a bump.
and they bumped him, so now he's the favorite. And then I took Nelly just because her name was Nelly, and I was like, that sounds pretty fucking cool. So we'll see if those all hit 25 G's.
That's a nice.
Good,
Yeah.
luck, good luck, my friend.
Well, last week I wanted to blow my brains out. I did a 12-teamer, and I went 11 of 12.
I
was
Been
10,
there.
10 for 10, and then the 11th dude, he went 0 for 4, and then I was like the last guy that I had, like it was already over, but you don't want to go 11 of 12.
You gotta
wanna
lose
go
10 of 12.
Right,
Yeah.
so I'm like, I better lose this last one. So I was watching it just for the hell of it, because I'm like, I want to see how I get fucked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to. 3-0 count, high and outside. They call it a strike. I'm like, fuck, dude's going to hit now. It's a 3-1 count. He's going to swing. He swings a routine blue pop out to shortstop, right? It goes in between the center fielder and the shortstop, drops in, and I go, they better call it a fucking error. They're like, judge is ruling a base hit. And I was like, fuck you. Dude, $50 to win $8,500.
That's
I was
brutal.
fucking sick.
yeah, but like
that's
you said,
fucking
you'd
brutal.
rather fucking lose. Like, don't
Right.
make it that close.
Dude,
you
8
know?
for 8, like 10 for, and I just was like, this is just miserable because
Yeah,
I'm
what a
thinking
kick in the
about
dick.
all the things I'm gonna buy with this money.
Yeah,
on
you start
Amazon?
spending it.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
on Amazon already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've cashed golf bets in, you know what I mean, on Thursday, Friday in my head.
Prematurely.
Pretty much every week I do. Yeah. But I think I'm going to go with Sing Jong or Jang whatever his name is.
Kim Jong Un.
No, whatever. I don't know how to pronounce this.
What
fucking
sport is
guy's
that?
name. It's
Ping
golf.
pong?
It's golf.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, he got a win to like stay out of the military.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
Yeah,
wow.
and his odds were plus 6,000, and they dropped to 2,700. I didn't get the bet in yet, so that fucking kind of sucks. But
That is
I think-
crazy. Like in some countries, like if you lose, they just like kill you and your family.
Yeah.
They're like, "Let's see you later."
they're shipping him and Suwoo Kim are they're gonna get shipped to the military if they don't medal.
Yeah.
Is that legit?
Yeah, no, that's for real. Yeah.
Why would you do that then?
Well,
Well, everybody from South Korea has to serve.
Oh, but if you're an
and
athlete,
if you're an Olympic medalist, it's like it's a loophole.
You're like, hey, big game no more, huh, buddy?
Yeah. I mean, dude,
imagine
pressure.
heckling his asshole.
if that dude, if me and that dude were like going in the back nine, and I'm like 1 up, and like I know
might-
this, I'm throwing that for him.
Fuck him.
Yeah. Nah, he's a
Fuck
nice
him.
dude. I don't know. But then it's same like
that's a lot.
you're on. Who doesn't want to be on a Wheaties box?
Right.
But how awesome would it be to be the guy to send his ass to prison?
Yeah.
like you're on the 18 and you two are tied and you're like, well, see you later, motherfucker.
Yeah, you make eye
Don't drop
contact.
the soap. And just fucking...
You make eye contact with him as you drop the putt. Like, that's for you, pal.
Yeah.
Have
Let me
a
know
good
how
time.
war is.
Yeah.
Good
Tell me,
luck.
Send me a letter.
This one just happened. Did this just happen today or was it yesterday?
Last night, Simone Biles was pulling out
Of
of
the
it.
Olympics for mental health issues.
Yeah, she pulled out of the team event, so she could still compete on the individuals. But last night, she said like mental health. They said mental health, and then she said she could be injured. It's kind of up in the air. I don't know.
It kind of looked like she got out because they came in second.
It kind of like she
That's
didn't
kinda
she
what it
didn't
looked
do
like.
great, and
Yeah.
then pulled out on like the one. I'm not gonna pretend like I know gymnastics, here,
Right.
so this is kind of hard to talk about. I don't want to like. She is a really good
make it
gymnast, and like this is the thing about the Olympics. We're talking about someone is the best ever at gymnastics, but at the end of the day, who really gives a fuck about any sport? Really, who really
Right.
gives a fuck? It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. So no, she pulled out, which was a huge story today. So I mean, whatever. I think she's still going to compete. I'm not going to bash her.
Is her team trash and she's kind of like, I'm carrying this fucking team? And
Yeah, but
I
I-
don't want to take a
I
swing.
think she
I
didn't
think
want to
that-
for my
sacrifice
legacy.
herself for
I think
the
the team.
individual.
I think the team is like kind of average, but like she didn't do great, and then I think she saw the writing on the wall, and I don't know. There's a ton of pressure on this girl, man.
Right.
Yeah.
She's a beast, and like everyone's if you don't. You got to be the best in the world at every event you're about to do. You got to win gold. If you don't go win gold, it's a huge disappointment. Like
Especially for
that's
a-
kind of wild.
Especially for
Yeah.
a sport like that because it doesn't get attention.
And it-
So
yeah.
like she's getting put up with like LeBron and MJ and all this shit, and they're saying she's better than that because she doesn't really lose. But when she loses that, and they're like, and it's fucking gymnastics, nobody cares. It's like now it's like you're not there anymore
Right.
because you're one thing
Yeah,
you had
right.
over them is you're literally the
Perfect.
best ever,
Right.
perfect, and now you're not. So fuck you.
Right.
And I mean, I dated a couple gymnasts actually, and I mean, their bodies are fucked. I mean, these are like young chicks, and their bodies are just
Oh, yeah.
completely like torn torn apart like at fucking a young age. Like they're just fucking their
my-
ankles are all
You
fucked
hanging out
up.
at the Olympic trials there, Jack?
Actually,
You
it
old
was
dog.
it was a weird coincidence. And I was a gymnast guy for a second, I guess. I don't know. It's fucking strange.
My girlfriend was a gymnast.
Okay.
Like she was good, and then when she got into high school, her titties just got too big.
She couldn't get around.
She was like, nah, I'm just gonna have these enormous tits. You know what I mean? And
Sounds better than bad knees.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Why'd you pull out of
Arthritic knees.
Why'd you pull out of gymnastics? I got these fucking cans now.
But that's what happened. Like her,
Okay.
yeah.
Addie and her huge
even
tits
trade.
couldn't flip anymore. Huh?
No, I guess not.
Speaking of not being able to flip, what a fucking segue this is. The diver from the Philippines, you guys see that video?
No.
Dude gets up there, looks pretty confident. Like the difficult rating was like a 3.0. I don't know what the scale is, so I don't know if it's like 10 or 5 or whatever, 3. Guys, this dude got up there, did his little bounce, like got around once, like the little flip, and like tucked up to like land like backwards. When I say he didn't, I could have did it. Like he smacked his back so fucking hard, it was insane.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't. It was like to be like not even close, and then the camera's like zoomed in on him, and he's like in that little weird waiting pool where they like get to they go to one
grunting.
pole to the other, and we're
Yeah.
like, yeah, like dude, you're out of breath, like fucking, you're in this little weird speedo. Now it's just awkward. You're in the speedo.
Yeah.
Everybody knows you can't dive.
You just
Like,
did a belly flop.
yeah, it was a back flop.
Dude, it was a WWE bump. And it's on the mat.
It was.
But that-
everybody was just like, ooh.
But that clip's not from the Olympics, I don't think. I think that's. I think the clip on the top right, it said Singapore 2005.
Okay, well, yeah.
But yeah, it's going
I'll-
around now.
Listen,
yeah.
I'll get tricked on some clips.
Wait, you said he's sitting in a waiting pool and shit like that, and they were like, "Oh, that's whatever." He just did a flip, and you see his back is like beat red because he just smacked the
That
water
makes
on it.
a lot more sense if this dude was Olympian and he couldn't pull that dive off. Like it was just
Should
a
be
slapstick.
Olympian,
Yeah.
What kind of divers you got in your country?
It looked like it fucking hurt.
Hurt.
You
Oh,
could
yeah,
see his
it
ribs
hurt.
come out of his chest.
Dude, I mean, if you ever jumped off the platforms at what's it called? What's the wave pool called?
Settlers Cabin?
Settlers Cabin.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you land a little that you get
stings.
knocked the wind out of you like a
stings.
motherfucker.
Bill Crawford almost died. I remember that time that he like
Legit?
Yeah, dude, he ran. He like started running at the top, like he was like, I'm gonna run off and just jump. And dude, that motherfucker ran, and like I'm not kidding. Like the end of the pool was like here. He landed real fucking close, dude. Almost, dude, he would have fucking cracked his head open. Dude.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
The
but, like,
best part of
he
Settlers.
got dared to do it, so I mean, he kind of had
gotta
to.
do
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can't back out.
Right.
When you
Double-
start running
you
on
get
those
double dog?
running on those platforms, everyone's like, "Woo!"
Yes, Crawford.
Well,
yeah.
The best part was when we were like in middle school or whatever, because it has at Settlers Cabin pool that
The
bottom
windows,
area,
you
so you can see the titties,
titties,
flop
yeah.
out, dude. That was the best.
That's it. Every kid from every neighborhood like has a good titty
Yeah.
story.
Knows
Like,
about the titty wind.
My mom's best friend's titties came.
how were they?
They were bomb, dude.
Were they?
Yeah, especially like back then, titties, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, my
Mom
mom's
tits.
friend's titties weren't bomb, but it's like
Marijuana's Donnie's tits. Marijuana Donna's titties weren't fucking fire.
they weren't. They're fire titty dog. No, they weren't, dude. But like, dude, I remember if like a hot chick went up to the first platform, like you would just see fucking dudes scurrying down to that window, like you know, a couple girls.
So
we knew-
horny, man.
A
Just
couple
so
girls
horny.
we knew when we were younger. They jumped in and like there was like
Yeah, they knew. They
They
knew we were
knew.
going
They
down
knew
there.
what we were-
Some
yeah.
older girls fucking go from the neighborhood going to jump. Guys, it was like a Sandalot shit.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like fucking
Wendy
murder-
Peppercorn.
Yeah,
I
we're run
remember-
down and check this out.
I remember one time Tara McBride jumped off, and I thought fucking there was gonna be I thought there a riot was gonna break out the window. You know, she like ran. Dudes were like, oh my god, that chick, and then like dudes just start running down.
It was
to
like
the
a
window.
mosh pit.
Yeah.
Zero. No one gave a fuck.
No, there
Zero
was
pride.
Zero fucks
Yeah.
given. There was old dudes, young
Yeah.
dudes. It was just
Dudes'
a,
dads are pushing them out of the way.
Yeah, you
Three
can't let me see.
generations.
Yeah.
That's my dad's biggest problem, though, is like, you know, like if you creep on someone, you look for a second and you don't. Like my dad, literally, when he drives, fucking stares and like grunts. Like my dad would be like, fuck. Dude, like, and then he like the one time we were
kind of
driving-
like that move.
Dude, he's like, we were driving. This was a couple years ago. He's like, man, I'm never gonna fuck like someone like that again unless I hit the lotto like that. But literally, his window was down, and she was like, okay. It just fucking.
She heard the whole thing?
She heard the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, that could
That's
be a
north
weird. That's a
side,
weird
man.
red light.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
they
a
just
weird
don't
red
care.
I've worked with guys that, I work construction, so I'm driving around all day. I've worked with guys that will yell at a dude that looks like a girl. just
Yeah.
because it's your God-given right.
Right, it is, dude. And like, it's so funny, like the levels of like if she's like okay,
Creeps.
you'll like hit the dude on the arm, whether he speaks English or not, and you're working. You'll just tap his arm, and the dude will look like. See,
Everybody
if-
speaks that way.
the harder they get, the weirder shit you say. Like, oh, I'd fucking let that chick fart on me. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I'd let her shit on my face. And then like, who said it the one time? Like, someone said something that was fucking hilarious. They were like, I dragged my balls through 2 miles of glass to hear her fart through a walkie-talkie.
Old dudes are horny, man.
They are. That took place downtown when I was working at the Kaufman's building, and I was working with Americans and Ukrainians, and it was an older American dude.
We when I worked for Public Works, like we would just like the creepiest, oldest guys, nice dudes, but just horny.
Yeah.
And we would do creep cruises through Oakland and shit like that.
Every
And
time
then
you go
this-
somewhere, you go through Oakland.
Yeah, and this one dude was just like, "Oh man, we gotta see if my girl's out." And like we were in Greenfield, and I'm like, oh man, like I'm gonna know whoever this is.
Yeah.
And like he was doing like laps around the. I was like, "Cuz," and he's like, "Oh, there she is." It was a girl we all know. And the girl that I like hooked up with, I was like, "Come on, dude! Like I know her. You know her." I'm like, "Yeah." Like it was all at the same time too. So I tell him, and dude, he got like mad at me. He thought I was like lying. I'm
You're
like,
cheating,
got mad.
she's cheating on you.
yeah. I was like, dude, you gotta drop me off. You're making me fucking real
You're
uncomfortable.
2 emails away from being on Dateline to catch a predator.
And he's
dude.
like, I don't believe you. I'm like, oh, great, even better. Perfect.
Matter of fact,
sorry,
forget everything I
sorry
said.
I brought it up. But they're gonna call police on us. So like, we gotta go.
It was like the fucking Indy 500. It was like
Yeah.
lap 499.
Like, dude, we gotta go like water like the field or something, man. Like,
Anything.
let's get out of here. You're making me look real weird. I'm 18 years old. I'm not weird. You're weird. You know what I mean?
Dudes
These are my people.
old dudes.
I'm supposed to be banging chicks like that.
Yeah, right.
When you're younger, old dudes don't care what level of creepiness they
No,
take. They'll take you
I don't
right
know
there
when
with
that's
them.
gonna kick in for us. I'm thinking 50s maybe, but I don't know.
I know a couple guys that might have kicked early. They got early onset creepiness.
Why'd you look at me, bro?
You're young.
You're the youngest one.
Yeah, you're good. You're
I thought
good.
you were saying.
I didn't want to look at Mike when I said that. That's all.
Old
I'm not a creep.
Nah.
old Bryson hates America.
Tell us about it.
Tested positive for COVID.
That's
and,
bullshit.
Yeah, I'm not buying that
He's a
Bryson.
pussy.
He is.
Yeah,
He
and
is.
so
I
he can't
hate
go to the
him.
It's
Olympics.
his driver's
so
fault.
hard
He
to
got it
Yeah.
from his driver.
Yeah, his driver gave him COVID. I'm glad he's not there because if he was like doing well and I was in a position to have to root for him, like I said, like last week for the Ryder Cup, like I'd root for like
Against
I'd root
America.
for North Korea over Bryson DeChambeau.
Oh, you have to.
Yeah, like any day of the week.
See, I love
Like I guess I'm a North Korea guy today.
I love what's
I'm gonna
going
find their
on
flag.
with him and Brooks. Like, I think it's great, but I think Brooks is kind of annoying about it now.
Well, Brooke,
It's like, are you guys gonna make money off of this? Because if
Yeah.
not, just shut the fuck up.
listen, when it comes to both of them, I'm obviously a Brooks guy, but Brooks is a baby and kind of a dork in his own right.
Yeah.
He's a golfer.
Yeah.
But he
You know
says
what I
some
mean?
funny
So,
things
yeah.
when he throws digs.
But
He's
He
not
does. He
funny.
is funny, and he's getting better. But there was a point where he was just like, when shit doesn't go his way, he's a bit of a baby himself.
Just
He's a
like
brat.
he's playing
just-
well,
yeah.
so it's all great. When he's not playing great, he could be a little crybaby.
He's
Yeah,
a crybaby
yeah.
just like Bryson DeChambeau.
Yeah, it's not as bad, but it's not great.
That's
either.
what
But
the
he's a
match
golfer.
should have been, dude. Like,
That's
I
what
would
we're
have
saying.
loved to have seen
see-
those
yeah.
two
But yeah, golf.
with, you know.
They dropped the ball on that.
Golf's
Yeah.
just as bad as the
That would've
NHL, if not worse, when it comes to marketing.
That would have been like a prime time thing. I don't even watch
Those
golf.
two
I would've
mic'd
watched
up.
it. I
Oh,
would have
yeah.
watched it. Yeah.
Because they were talking, like, Phil was even talking shit on how it took him so long, like how he was taking so long to play. It's like, Brooks literally said, it's like, I hate playing with him because he takes forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for them to be together.
And he
him just
hates him, so he's
shit
gonna
on
fucking
him.
take even longer.
And Bryson chokes when you talk shit to him, dude. Like that first front nine,
Rattled.
when Phil let go, you could tell him, you know, get off on him. But he was going after him, and he couldn't drive the fucking ball at all. Like they used Rogers' ball 90% of the time in that tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bro, he's just a huge baby, man. That's all what it comes down to. There's 3-on-3 basketball is an Olympic sport now. I saw.
That's good for what used to be
But, like,
those
who
videos.
plays?
Those videos back in the day. The and ones. Those are good for
Yeah.
the professor.
Who white chocolate?
White chocolate.
I like dude. I think we could probably like get a sport in the Olympics if we like I think it's kind of like the Guinness Book of world records.
Yeah.
If you just like push something enough, like all right, dude.
You
whatever.
need so many signatures.
Yeah, like
and you're in.
axe throwing's going to be in the Olympics within the next 10 years.
Winter
Oh, for
Olympics.
sure.
Sponsored by Lumberjacks.
Yeah. So it's just, I don't know, 3-on-3. The Olympics is just pure entertainment. You get stories like this. There's a boxer today. He was fighting this dude. Dude was the boxer that tried to bite this dude's ear off. He tried to Mike Tyson him.
Who does he think he is?
I don't know. You think like after you see like the backlash that old Mike got, you're like, dude, maybe they're gonna catch us on the 100 cameras that NBC has here.
Yeah.
So that dude tried to bite somebody. This is a good story, but then you get the feel good stories too. A Brazil surfer who grew up in a fishing village, super poor.
Yeah.
Learned how to surf on like a styrofoam cooler like top. Won gold today.
Yeah.
So you get
that's
shit like
good.
that,
Yeah,
and you're like, all right,
That's
that's
a
cool.
feel good,
Yeah, that's a
yeah.
good Olympic story.
I love a poor person that makes it.
Yeah, he was bawling his eyes out and shit like that.
yeah.
So it's like, you know what I mean? Okay.
Do you watch like when anything's on? You're just like, I'm gonna watch it. If there's nothing on?
No. There's some shit that's just like
I used to
unwatchable.
do that.
The
Yeah.
cycling I can't watch. It's fucking nuts.
Volleyball is amazing. Did you see Italy's volleyball, dude?
No,
Have you ever
I haven't caught any volleyball
So
yet.
he serves, this guy on Italy, he serves the ball, he spins it and fucking punches it
Yeah.
30 feet in the air. And so, like, the first time he did it, the other country's like, yo, what the fuck? And it just dropped right in front of the net. Because it's just, he doesn't, like, serve it. He
Yeah.
fucking just looks at it. He's like, cunt, and just punches it. And the fucking ball, literally, I'm not exaggerating.
that.
It's 30 feet in the fucking air. And these dudes are, like, fielding a fair catch punt to try and hit this shit.
They have
And
no
it's-
idea how to
because
react.
they're like, what are we going to do? And, like, so I started watching, and apparently this guy's been doing it for years, like, in Italy. And it's just like, I never
heard of it.
imagine being like his coach and be like, hey, man, why don't you put it a little bit lower? And then you see it actually work. Like, you know, I'm just going to shut the fuck
Yeah.
up. Like,
He's
just,
like,
You
shut
obviously
the
been
fuck up.
practicing
Yeah.
this trick shot for fucking
Yeah.
10 years.
He's like a
he's
knuckleball
been working
pitcher.
for Dude Perfect.
That's what I mean. Yeah, right. That's what I mean. If you smoke a little weed, you'll catch yourself watching the Olympics for like hours. I was like last
He
night. I
had
was
to
like, holy
smoke weed
fuck.
to come up with that fucking maneuver. That he
Dude,
did.
it's
There was
insane.
there was 1 second I'd be thinking like, this shit's so stupid. Who gives a fuck? And then that
need
17-year-old, I'm like, yeah, America.
that skeet shit.
Yeah.
I was so into it,
yeah,
dude.
that
That's
shit's
cool.
crazy.
Because it's like duck hunt for
Yeah,
us. Like,
it
this
is.
was so much fun. That guy was from like, I don't know, like he was the old dude. Did you watch it?
I
He was
didn't
like,
see the ski.
Dude was like 57 years old, and this is his 7th Olympics. And he, last Olympics, was his first time ever placing bronze. And he was like, he didn't miss any of the first half of them, and he was in first place. And then at the end, he just fucking choked and missed like 4 of 6, and then ended up getting bronze. But like, I was cheering for him. Oh, he's like from Kuwait or something. I was cheering for him over fucking USA just because I'm like, this dude's old. He's 57 years old.
7-time Olympian's no fucking joke.
And he's well, obviously that country, like, there's only like 3 people allowed to use weapons or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, but you figure like you ain't playing football. You know what I mean? You could do some shooting into your 50s.
Yeah, but you would
right,
think your
right.
eye coordination, I don't think I'd be able to at that point, you know. But it was crazy.
I
was
can't
like,
shoot now.
Whoever just like fucking win. Like I wanted him to win, and I'm like, I was like anti-American. I was like, fuck this guy.
Oh yeah, there's definitely some shit where I'm like, dude, fuck this pussy from California.
Yeah, like you know, this trust fund prick is
Yeah,
just had it.
right.
And this dude, like, if
this
he
dude on
loses-
crew that went
Yeah.
to Stanford, eat a dick.
Daddy's oil money will still be there.
Right.
I'm rooting for the homeless guy that floats on styrofoam.
Fuck yeah, dude. Like, that's the
Absolutely.
best.
I'm an underdog kind of guy.
The old NFL is not playing games with COVID this year.
Not one
Saw
bit.
that.
They're not. If you are a part of the team that initiated a COVID like violation and like a game has to be forfeited because of your team like had a breakout, you're taking the L this year.
Well, if
Good.
it's because of a player that's unvaccinated,
Right.
yeah, right.
But
then everybody doesn't get paid. Both teams.
here's the weird thing: the wristbands.
The wristbands of
Well,
the
the Steelers are
unvaccinated.
the only ones doing that. I think Tomlin started that, right?
I think that's a league wide thing now.
Yeah?
Yeah. So yeah, they're putting wristbands on players that aren't vaccinated.
Wow,
I wonder, like,
that's kind of weird.
yeah, like, what does that really? Because like, people are still going to play the game the same way.
Well, it probably makes it easier for the people that have to like, you know what I mean, the
We watched
nurses.
the
Well, no, just like do the protocols. You know,
Yeah.
I'm sure people it was probably hard to keep track of who's vaccinated and who's not. You're probably chasing people down. Like, hey, dude, you're not vaccinated. You got to go take a COVID test. And I'm sure dudes are like, fuck, I'm not taking a
And who was
test.
he with?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just a way to trace people.
I remember when
they had those bracelets on.
That's a good
They had the
I remember
bracelets
when
on
they were
people
marking
last year.
people like that. I think it was called the Holocaust.
Yeah, I mean that's not comparable.
Well, that was everyone on Twitter was talking about that. I'm like, I think they're just saying, hey, that guy doesn't have a vax. Not
Right,
we're
right.
killing him.
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
not
no,
yet.
yeah,
You're
he's
scheduled
still
to
allowed
die in
yeah,
6
yeah,
hours.
he's still allowed to play football for
they're-
millions of dollars.
But like Najee, like everyone's upset because he has a bracelet on, and they're like, you need to go. But the thing about the bracelet is like, because people are kind of getting shunned about it. But like when you have the bracelet, you don't know if they've had one COVID test, they've had two. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're still waiting for those 2 weeks after. I don't know. I think like the NFL for how much money is involved, and I don't want to be like you should, but if I'd be like you got to get fucking vaccinated. Like this is $1 billion fucking nonprofit business.
Well, I mean, listen. Yeah,
That's
you
what
have
the
the
owners
you have
were
the
saying.
right not to get vaccinated. I have the right not to pay you.
yeah.
Right. Well,
And
the
that's
owners
fine.
were eating so much shit because of the forfeited or not forfeited games, but the canceling games and then rescheduling them. They said that it was like hundreds of millions of dollars getting just
Sure.
thrown
Yeah,
in.
right,
yeah,
right.
absolutely.
And
that's why
and
they were, we're not doing that
These
again.
dudes still want paid.
Oh no,
obviously.
I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
saying I don't agree with it. I was just making a fucking bad
I
joke.
just love the fact that the team starting the most shit about this is the Buffalo Bills. Who did the Steelers play week 1?
Yeah.
Like, go ahead, Cole Beasley. Fucking hang out with your buddies. Cough on their fucking forehead. We're 1-0. Like, whatever we need.
Someone called him Les Walker. I love that. I was like, dude, that's a fucking good analogy.
Yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how this folds out. It's not even interesting. It's just so like annoying, man. We're just
It is.
this is just it's so
dragging out.
exhausted.
Yeah.
It's beyond drug out. It's just like
It's
how
never
didn't you
going
have
away.
how didn't you have a plan, a set plan in place before the season started?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, listen, this is how we're gonna do it, and it's just
And
it's
the thing
black
is-
and white, and that's it.
With the Players Association, you think they would have been in negotiations with like, okay, what do you want? This is what we want.
Yeah, which I'm sure they probably were.
Yeah, but then
you know what I
if
mean?
that's the case, then why are like players like, oh, I'd rather retire?
Yeah, that's
you know what I
fine.
mean?
Retire, bro.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's not.
Quit.
They should
Yeah,
have
the
known
wheel
about
keeps
this
turning.
before.
Yeah,
Without
everybody.
man.
Yeah, dudes. Yeah.
Well, that's why I just think it's weird because of how strict they are about everything. But then they're like, this season we're gonna add another fucking game. It's like, why?
Yeah. Well,
Like-
it's a money thing.
Right,
all
but like,
about
but we still have our preseason bullshit. Like, people are like, there's so many people excited about preseason this year for the Steelers. I'm like, we have to play 5 fucking games.
Oh, it takes
Yeah.
forever too.
It
It's
is
just-
so
it's-
long.
it's-
Play,
yeah,
the Hall
it's
of
not-
Fame game is
More
brutal.
injuries.
Yeah,
Oh, the
but-
Hall of Fame game is literally the worst game of the year.
Yeah.
There's always
it's-
somebody that gets hurt.
Yeah,
There's
always.
somebody gets
Because
hurt.
that fucking turf in Canton is always
Right.
fucked up, dude.
I tell you, Ben looks good though. He looks trim. He does.
Bro,
Yeah.
he looks the exact same every year in Canton.
No, he comes in fat
No,
sometimes.
no,
yeah,
Ben
he
is
does.
fat
Ben,
yeah, he
Ben,
comes in fat sometimes.
Fat Ben comes after Thanksgiving. It's
Yeah.
always
Well, that's
holiday
how
Ben.
that's how I like my Ben. I like him a little
Fat
thick.
Ben's the best Ben.
Yeah,
'cause
he's the best Ben.
He throws you off him and shit, and like
Yeah.
he's not
Yeah,
running anymore.
Yeah, he can shrug
Yeah.
you
I
off,
don't
for
want
sure.
skinny Ben. I want fat fucking Ben. Fat Ben
With
is
the
clutch.
beard.
Yeah.
Like
It-
after the
Oh,
motorcycle
yeah, dude.
accident.
Yeah.
When I just thought, dude, did I
Covering his
just see you at the
shattered
methadone
nose.
clinic? You know?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
doing shooters and tutors.
I'm
and
gonna
fucking-
miss Ben when he's gone.
Yeah.
He's the
Fuck
best.
yeah, dude. It's one of those things where it's like, you know, I looked at him last year and I was like, okay, he fell off, but I know he had an injury and he's getting older. We'll see what he does
He's
this
gonna be
year.
slinging it this year.
I hope so, and I hope what's nice is that he's not gonna have to throw 51 6-yard passes. He
Yeah.
can throw the ball 25 times.
I mean, they can't.
Right.
They
Yeah,
can't.
no,
They can't.
But
It
dude,
worked for the
They
first
won't win a
11
game.
games,
Yeah, they won't
and
win a
then it
game.
was
On-
fucking terrible.
on paper, their offense, if that offensive line is just average, they're fucking bomb.
Yeah.
They have 2 tight ends that are decent. They have 3 number 2 wide receivers, and then they have
They just brought in that guard from the Chargers or whatever, Trey Turner.
That was
or
a D
something.
tackle, wasn't it?
no.
he's
He's
offensive guard.
talking about Ingram. You're
yeah.
talking Ingram. He's
Yeah.
talking about Trey Turner.
Yeah.
He's
His
replacing
wife's hot.
Castro.
Oh, nice.
But he's a former Pro Bowler. We got 2 former Pro Bowlers.
That is kind of exciting
They
now.
have fucking potential.
I'll tell you who doesn't have potential. It's the fucking Southside Burger King.
Dude.
Dude,
It's
that's the
what-
best story ever.
It's just an ongoing like it should,
It's a
it should be
running
turned
joke.
into a museum. at
It's a
this
running
point.
joke.
Jack, I want you to tell this story because like you're like a eyewitness account of this, and like we've already been through the saga of talked about the fake Burger King on here.
Yeah, so that
want you to bring
that was the highlight of this Burger King. I mean, the south side completely is in shambles right now. It's fucking the Wild Wild West down there. But the employees, I guess it was Saturday night, manager, everybody, they just fucking bounced on the south side Burger King.
Yeah.
And like that is crackhead fucking city. So I guess of course it got robbed, and they realized there's nobody in there. That like when the employees were there, like I say they gave a fuck. I don't know, 3%, and then when they left, it would drop down to 0. So there was just nobody.
You had
there.
Ezel back there making French
Literally.
fries and shit.
And then somehow the police found out. So I don't know who the fuck would even tell the police unless they were like driving by and like trying to get a burger, but like.
And they seen bananas.
Yeah,
going.
dude, there's normal looking motherfuckers like in that drive-through every day, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, man.
Don't you know?
Like, it's just how the fuck are you bringing yourself to eat that fucking place?
It's just crazy.
And like I'm not like, listen, I'll eat at some janky places. That's one that's just off the list forever. Yeah, that's one you gotta. You can't.
There's a bootleg
the
Burger King
bootleg,
going off the list.
That wasn't even the worst thing. I mean, the bootleg Burger King was bad, but like just to go in there and like you said, like the level of care is it like
Bruh.
It's an all-time one.
Yo, if John Taffer can't save you, like that fucking place. This isn't a fucking Whopper.
Yeah. Dude, like imagine, like, do you have the manager walk out? And this is not going to be the last time we hear of this happening.
No,
because fast food industry is destroyed,
and they're going viral every time. So, like, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm gonna be
fuck
part
it.
of it.
They write
Does
a funny
anybody
letter.
need to say $1 an hour? No, fuck it. Let's write a funny letter, and
Right.
we'll be all over Twitter.
It has
Yeah.
to be a funny letter, though. If it's a
Yeah.
bad
I don't
letter,
think they
no
left
one's
a funny
gonna-
letter.
Well, see, that's
No,
why I'm not
that's
impressed.
how
Like
much
on the
they
window.
didn't give. That's how much they didn't give a
Well,
fuck.
They had a window. They had a note before on the window.
Did
Is
they?
that what you're saying?
No, that's what you need to do.
Oh,
that.
yeah.
You're not
That's what
going
like other
viral.
places,
Like,
like
fuck
up in
it, we
McKee-
quit.
in McKees,
Yeah.
in McKeesport, I think they wrote like a fucking. It was like a Dollar General. They're like, all right, we bounced. Like,
Like, fuck y'all.
fair enough. But yeah, it's just like, man, just shut the fucking place down.
Yeah.
It's not. It can't be like. It got to be a franchisee,
Yeah, it's not
right?
officially sanctioned, I can
even
promise
if it
you
is,
that.
you got to cut your losses. Can you
Right.
imagine, like,
Burn that motherfucker down.
if it's the only Burger King you got to do whatever you can to save
Right.
it. If you got a bunch of Burger Kings and you're like, it's the middle of the night, like, hey, Chuck, you'll never believe what Southside Burger. You know, like, I don't even want to hear it. Like, I'm fucking get rid of it. Let them fucking
as soon
condemn
as
the
they
fucking
say
place.
Southside Burger King, you know it's a
Yeah,
bad
like, dude,
call.
I told you not to wake me up about this bullshit anymore.
Sell the building.
Yeah, so yeah, they can have it.
Yeah, dude,
Whoever's in there, whoever took it over, it's theirs now.
squatters' rights.
Yeah, the homeless people went and robbed it. They're just living there now, dude.
Wonder who you like go about like figuring out like how like who's responsible for this right now? Like, how do I find them in the middle of the night? You know what I mean? Like it was some poor bastard's job in the Pittsburgh police. Like, you gotta find a number, bro.
You got to track down the man. That's what they said. They said they could not find a manager, and that's just the
You know,
fucking
he's like,
greatest.
this ain't even a fucking Burger King.
Yeah, the managers
He's, like,
down at Cosmo,
screaming.
they're all in their fucking visors at Cosmo, fucking partying it up.
Doing goon dust in the bathroom.
You know, just fucking instead of throwing napkins, they're just throwing buns up in there, squirting mustard on bitches.
Flame broiled.
That'd be kind of fun. I'd do that.
Just to fire mustard on
Dude,
me.
turn it
Yeah.
into a nightclub.
I mean,
BK.
That's what Southside needs.
Just call it BK and just fucking go
Be
in.
a strip club where you squirt mustard
You said
on
like
naked
chicks like
broads.
coming around with Whoppers on like silver platters.
yeah, they
With
need
a
to,
soft drink
they
cup
just
at
need
your
to like
VIP.
completely lean into it, like the Dirty O did for a few years. When it
Yeah.
was just when nobody when it was just the Wild Wild
Just
West over
embrace it.
there. Yeah, like, we're filthy over here, but you're still gonna come
Like-
because we give you a ton of fries and the pizza's $5.
And
Right,
we're open
they-
till 4 in the morning.
They
Yeah.
embraced the name Dirty O.
Yeah,
You know what I
right.
mean? They were like, we are the Dirty O.
So, but yeah,
You get
every
7
time that makes the
pieces for,
news,
like,
it's fucking
$12.
unbelievable.
It's the
Yeah,
best.
yeah, anytime something comes out at that Burger King, it's always a good story.
Pittsburgh Clothing Company has a good shirt. It's just like the Burger King logo, and it says Southside Burgers on it.
Oh, that's amazing.
Shirt.
That's amazing.
Dude, how's that? Update fucking everybody. How's the Leany prank going?
It's going good. I'm 90% sure she does it. Nobody told her.
Yeah.
So that's great. Thanks for everybody keeping your mouth shut. But I started doing it again, and she was like, "Dude, this is."
Tell everyone what you're doing in case this is like.
So if you didn't listen last week, I told my girlfriend I have a pre-bed ritual that I started to help my stomach settle down and like strengthen my core, where I slide back and forth, like for a few minutes, and she thought I was full of shit, but like I did it enough where she's like, oh, like what the fuck, you know what I mean? Like, okay, like you do this, and the end game is to try to get her to do it, then I'll film it and put it on the internet, and we could all make fun of her. But I can't get her to do it, so and then I forgot to do it the other night, and then the next morning she's like, didn't do your slides last night. And I'm like, dude, you got to remind me. That's why I didn't sleep well. My fucking stomach's all fucked up, and now I was like, if I forget to do the slides, you got to remind me to do the slides. She's like, this is unbelievable. I don't know what to believe here. I'm like.
So
I was in the hospital for like fucking ever. Like I need to do the slides.
But it's like such a harmless prank that I would never think that that's a prank.
I mean, it's a prank of mine.
That's what I'm saying. No, I'm saying like that's so good.
Oh yeah, but
I would never call bullshit on it.
Yeah, but I mean, she knows I'm
Jackson Dick.
That's how you are.
So yeah, she knows she's
everything is bullshit.
If I give you like directions, it's gonna be the wrong directions. If I tell you like, if someone asks me like your name, I'm like, oh, his name's Jim. So they yell like, "Hey, Jim," and then everybody laughs. Like that. I live for moments like that. So
it's the little things with Jack.
Yeah,
you know? It's the little things.
And the fact that I'm fucking, you know, I mean, playing this out for like weeks on end and like talking about it on the podcast, and like she still doesn't know about it.
And her friends listen to it.
Yeah, her friends. I think her mom and her aunt might sometimes too. So like, they're not. I don't think they ratted me out unless she knows. If this is her move, if she knows about it now she should play along with it. And now, like,
I'll do it forever.
Yeah, make me dance forever. Which I will. Because in, like, 15 years, if she finally goes, like, hey, like, do your slides, like, I'll do them with you. And I'm like, idiot. Remember that stupid podcast we had?
We're 23 years in on this joke.
Yeah. So, I mean, hopefully that works out. That's, like, the coolest thing going on in my life right now.
That and beeping at the Dairy Queen.
Oh man, you were well, you weren't with me, but we were we were on the phone.
Yeah,
and I had you on my car phone, and I was like, dude, I'm going by Dairy Queen right now. There's a Dairy Queen on Babcock that says beep if you love DQ. I love DQ.
By Nieces.
Right by the putt, whatever that is.
Yeah.
So I love DQ. So like I fucking lay on the horn every time I go by there and scare the fuck out of everybody in line. And when I say I fucking crack up laughing, like I uncontrollably laugh. And like, dude, I do it 4 or 5 times a week. It's fucking unbelievable.
So they know you probably when they see your vehicle.
So yeah, Leanie does the one girl's hair. I think she might have canceled on her, and I'm waiting for like, that owns. No, like just by. But she was like, she was gonna say like, hey, that's my boyfriend that like beeps like a lunatic every time he comes by. But like, they have to know. I mean, it's the same car. Yeah, I did it in the lumberjack's truck. Like,
do you look at them and like wave, or you just let the horn go?
Nah, yeah, I like play it cool. Or sometimes I'm like, yeah, DQ, you know what I mean?
#1.
Yeah, because it is #1. It's fucking DQ's
it's so
great.
Good.
Yeah, hot eats, cold treats.
Can't beat it.
Oh, man. All right, everybody, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll have more Greenfield's Finest podcast. Man, the other day I went to the hunting supply store and I got a cooter detector and it goes beep, beep, beep. And I'm driving through the south side. Next thing I know, that thing starts going off like crazy. Beep, 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 beep. It took me right into 12 Whiskey Barbecue at 1222 East Carson Street. Man, that cooter detector is the best thing I ever bought. I ain't never seen so much cooter in my life. When I went in there, I couldn't believe my eyes. I never seen so much cooter. I went in there for the cooter, but then I looked at the menu and the food was delicious. Some of the best barbecue in the burg. Not only that, they had every drink I could ever think of. So 12 Whiskey Barbecues filled with cooter, barbecue, and good drinks at 1222 East Carson Street. Make sure you stop down if you like cooter, barbecue, and drinks. 10-4. Hey, what's going on, everybody? You're probably looking outside your house right now, and it probably looks nice. Well, maybe it looks like shit. If it looks like shit, call 412-521-9045, Rosado & Sons Landscaping. And guess what? We just don't do landscaping. That's right, folks. Do you have some concrete outside? It's looking weathered. Maybe your back deck looks like shit. Are you sick and tired of looking outside and seeing shit? Well, did you know that Rosado & Sons also does pressure washing too and free quotes? So call 412-521-9045. It's very affordable and reliable. Make sure this summer get all your projects done and call Rosado & Sons 412-521-9045. Don't hesitate. You'll be late. What's going on, everybody? It's almost that time of the year where you got to go get your sidewalks or your steps fixed. And I don't trust a lot of these idiots out here right now. I really don't. Thank goodness Giuseppe & Sons is in the area, and they're always on the job. If you're looking for any type of masonry work this season coming up, please call Giuseppe & Sons, 412-421-6711, and make sure you tell them Rocco sent you, huh? Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm the host of Greenfield's Finest Podcast, Michael Z. Bird Zidell, and I'm not joking around today because I'm looking for your sports cards, sports memorabilia, or silver coins. If you're in the market to buy, sell, or trade, please contact me at 724-732-1644. Maybe you have some old cards laying around, you don't know what to do with them. We'll come over your house, look at them, get them listed, and get some money in your pocket right away. 724-732-1644. No questions asked. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It looks like spring's right around the corner, and them construction projects are popping up. Well, make sure you call Allen Construction, 412-954-8337. Licensed, insured, fully bonded, and they've been around for over 65 years. Make sure you call Allen Construction, 412-954-8337. Get the job done right. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. Before we jump into Corn Dick of the Week, we got a major announcement to make. Matt, tell them about the comedy show coming up August 25th.
Well, you're actually on it. It's The Dirt, man.
Yeah.
So we're returning. We had our debut 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Dude, it was so much fun. You know, we've been doing shows for years, and it's just my favorite show. You were there.
Yeah, it was awesome.
There's nothing like it, man. It's like it's not a regular stand-up comedy show. It's more crowd interacting. So we get like 3 comedians, and in between the comedians, I play games with the audience. We did Wheel of Hammers, which is just like Wheel of Fortune, but nothing like Wheel of Fortune. You spin a wheel, and whatever dick-shaped food it is, you have to eat on the audience.
That turned out good.
Yeah, we had a guy that looked like Bret Michaels almost died. Because he landed on a cucumber, and this motherfucker was like a foot long. It was girthy as shit. He was literally choking on it.
He wanted to win whatever was in that box. He had no idea. He didn't care. He shoved it down his fucking
He ate a whole
throat.
raw cucumber?
No, it was like you got to suck it. Like you don't eat it. Well, you can eat it, but I said do whatever you want because it's judge's vote. Like the audience is the judge.
So yeah, you got you.
So like yeah, and it was funny because like the first girl went up, she looked the sleaziest, and I was like, fuck yeah, did nothing.
Yeah.
Then the normal dude like had a polo shirt on. Was spitting on this carrot, fucking jamming it down his throat, like holding his head down, going after it. And I was
Works at Enterprise.
yeah, I was like, fuck. But it's fun, man. I mean, we had 300 people there on a Thursday. It's the show to go to. I mean, it's the one that I can say that I look forward to this one with no stress. And the crowds are so fun.
And the tickets are already on sale. A couple people already hit me up there like, oh, we got tickets. I'm like, great. Because last time I was there, it was sold out.
Dude, $5.
$5.
I mean, you can't get better value for that, man.
Right.
You're doing a longer set. You're doing like 15, 20, which is nice, man. Also, congrats.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had your big show at
I
Contra
did.
and you murdered, I heard.
Yeah.
That's great, man.
It was definitely probably the biggest moment I've had so far.
Yeah.
That, and being at the Improv is like my 2 highlights of my comedy career so far, but I'm super fucking pumped to be back, coming back to the Improv. Thank you for the chance to come back here.
Shut up.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna be.
You're funny, dude.
Yeah. It's gonna be it's gonna be a great night. So grab your tickets. August 25th. You can go on improv.com.
Yeah, click Pittsburgh.
Click Pittsburgh, and August 25th. Moneyline Welsh. We're about to jump into these corn dicks of the week. Who be corn dicking this week?
Pittsburgh Pirate fans, not the Pirates. The Pirates are what they are. They're fucking. They don't give a fuck.
They've been corn
Yeah,
dicking.
they want to make money. Cool, it's a business.
Right.
The people that still like give a little bit of fucking like are like outraged about like these trades and like Bob
Frazier
nutting
got
fucking
traded.
yeah. It's like, dude, whatever you got going on, you need a little more of something, dude.
Yeah, you need a
'Cause
hobby.
You're not all. Something's a little off. I mean, if you there's. How can you give a fuck about the Pirates in 2021?
No, you're
I was more excited about the the young chick that won the Olympic gold.
The Alaskan
the
chick.
swimming. Yeah, like it's just like how are you? What are you surprised about?
You're literally like
no.
the cuckolded husband in every porno.
Absolutely,
Just watching your favorite team get fucked nonstop, and then be like, "Why would you do that?" But it literally happens every single.
And then you got to
year.
clean up the mess.
And then they, but then they defend it.
No,
Like,
that's
they
the-
love
Like,
this.
yeah, like we got a couple
Prospects.
prospects. Like, dude,
It should be
does
the
that mean?
Pittsburgh
Yeah.
prospects. Dude.
Yeah.
For the past 6 years, we've been rebuilding.
Dude,
There's-
it fixed past like 34 years. we've
Dude,
been
there's
refixing
80
those.
there's 80 rounds in the MLB draft.
I know,
It
that's
means
not-
fucking nothing.
Right.
And, like, and like
That is
the
true.
only thing I could imagine, like these Pirate fans are hanging on to, is like, if one day when we make the playoffs again, they could be like, "Oh, you fair weather fans," and that's it.
That's all they-
You know who's gonna like the Pittsburgh Pirates when they're good again? I'll turn in on a game or
Me
two.
too.
I'll go down there.
Yeah.
I'll tell
But
you right
yeah,
now,
until
when-
now, I could give. I don't even. Dude, I couldn't name fucking 3 Pirates.
The
That's
only
not a
one I
joke.
could name, they
No.
fucking traded the other day.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're living and dying by every pitch for the Pirates, it's like, man, there's other things out there for it. Like
Oh, for sure.
you could do.
Yeah, you got to
Especially in the summer.
you're just torturing yourself.
you got to expand your horizons. Do something. You know what I mean?
Like,
I'll cheer for
listen,
the Riverhounds before that
Absolutely,
shit, honestly.
absolutely.
It's just as nice as a ballpark. Great
Yeah,
view.
they sell beer there.
I heard people love them. I never been down to one, but my boy takes his kids down there. He say he fucking loves it.
Riverhounds?
Yeah.
Why not?
I mean, the stadium's sweet.
It's awesome.
There's not a better place to have a stadium in
Than
Pittsburgh.
on the river.
Yeah.
yeah, it's insane. But yeah, it's just like, man, the amount of people that are worked up on Twitter, it surprises me every time. Like, man, you guys are still hanging in there.
Yeah.
And there's a couple people that I follow that are like live tweeting the Buccos like every night. Like, holy fuck,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
They're still in it.
Dude, go buy MLB The Show. You could be your own Bucko. It's way more fun.
Yeah. You'll make the playoffs.
Yeah,
You
fuck
might,
yeah.
might win a couple games.
Yeah.
If you're good, you don't get traded.
Dude,
It's all right.
I'm in June in my season. I have like 24 home runs already. Like, good
for you.
Yeah, I'm fucking crushing the ball, batting like 560. It's a blast.
I think they need to make. I want them to make the pierogi race real.
Like they're really trying.
Yeah, like I want to
It's not
see like
fixed.
them just grab fans in the stands and suit them the fuck up and go.
Yeah.
That's what I
Someone
wanna
would die
see.
in that suit.
It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, you just sign a waiver.
entertaining,
Yeah,
yeah.
sign a waiver.
Yeah.
If
I
they
mean,
die, they die.
Someone almost died in a sausage suit because Randall Simon busted his head open with that fucking bat years
Yeah.
ago. Fuck it.
It's just
They
like,
die, they die.
If they die, they die.
yeah,
Like, but-
sign the waiver. That's all.
But that's like that would be like that would be great though. Like how did you hear how Dave died? Nah.
Like
He was in the fucking pierogi race and sauerkraut saw clotheslined his ass.
right,
Like,
yeah, that's modern day gladiators
Yeah.
right there.
If you had if you had real legitimate cash prizes, pull people out of the audience and like that would be fucking
now
sweet.
that's
I
entertainment.
forget what squad it is, but they used to have the Flash, and they would pull fans out of the audience.
Freeze.
The Freeze. Yeah.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they would pull dudes out of the audience, and they would give them a head start, and the Freeze would, like, they'd let him run to, like, center field, and the Freeze had wheels, and he'd be, like, in a Freeze, like pretty much like a Power Ranger, like, spandex costume.
Yeah.
And he would fucking smoke them, dude. It was crazy. The Freeze fucking flew.
Yeah.
They still do that?
I don't know. He went the first season. He went like 60-1.
Yeah.
One dude beat him, and then everybody was like, "Yo, fuck this dude." It's like
It's
he
a substantial lead that
He
they
gives
gave
you
people.
a football field length lead, and then just breezes by.
Wait,
like,
who's
shit.
what is I don't the freeze is what like a mascot?
It's
for-
just some-
Yeah,
it's-
so they race. Like, so it's a
Okay.
pierogi race, and they race around the warning track.
that
Okay.
Green Man costume from
Right.
Always Sunny. It's just
Yeah.
blue. It's just a black dude in
This,
a blue
who
suit.
did this? The Braves?
Yeah, and they would let
Okay.
a fan get like a substantial like head start, and then they would take off, and then the Freeze would just take off, and the Freeze always got them.
Like,
Quick,
that's
huh?
great
Yeah.
though. That's entertaining.
I would love that.
Then Atlanta
that's-
again,
yeah,
they used to
that's
have
good.
hot sauce. They would pick a fan out of the crowd, and like it was like try to score on hot sauce. You know, like the and1 player.
Oh,
and,
yeah?
and hot sauce would just give them work every. That was the halftime show. Like that's
I would love
unbelievable
that.
stuff.
Yeah.
Well, the Pirates did one cool thing like 2 years ago when they quit doing it. They did Super Mario in the outfield. Did you ever see that?
No.
So that right field, that scoreboard is digital, and
Yeah.
they'd made it Mario Brothers, and like the dude stands at the warning track, and he's digitally like jumping up where he would touch the coins.
Oh,
and
I
shit.
did see that
That was
before.
awesome,
Yeah,
That's actually
dude.
pretty
Yeah.
cool.
And then
Yeah.
they
I
were
would do
like,
that.
"Yeah, people
I've
enjoy
seen
this.
that.
Get rid of it." Like, fuck off.
Look at
It's
them
just
having.
too expensive.
Yeah, they're not spending their money when they're
Yeah.
watching the guy on the fucking screen.
fuck
They're
it.
not
Yeah.
buy- they got to go buy more hot dogs.
That's what I was gonna say. Go
Yeah.
get a soft
Let's
pretzel and a
book,
beer.
let's book Big and Rich. This will be great.
While we're talking
Is
about,
Boys to Men still around?
dude, that was awkward when they were. I haven't watched the Bucko game all year long, but for some reason it was like on in the background. and they were wheeling out Big and Rich, and like it was so pathetic looking. I was like, what the fuck, man?
It was on fireworks night.
Yeah,
too.
and they
went all out there.
They're like,
Yeah.
we got an extra $4,000. What can we do?
Yeah,
And they're like,
Big
Big
and Rich were like, I'll come for $4,000.
And he's like, dude, an old Miller Lite you can drink.
Like, whatever, Big. Make sure Rich shows up. While we're talking baseball, I might as well knock this one out. The Cleveland Guardians.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking terrible.
Oh, their logo is
weak.
awful.
So
It
weak.
looks like something I designed on like
Madden.
RBI, like baseball, like '94. It's fucking horrendous.
Dude,
That's a really bad job.
Oh,
and
it's
like
terrible. Somebody
whatever,
got
you
paid.
gotta change the name. Okay, like whatever, but I mean that Indian logo was so fucking cool.
It
It
was
was
so-
the best logo. Wahoo was the best.
I had the
navy
best hat.
blue, like the color scheme, everything
No,
about
I had
it.
the
is-
best hat in the world. It was all black, and it was the
With
was-
C?
Yeah, well, no, it was the
Chief
the
Wahoo.
Chief Wahoo,
Yeah.
right? And it was all in like gray and black, and he had a gold tooth. That was like the most
that's
beautiful
sick.
Yeah.
fucking hat in the world.
they had that lid.
But even
Yeah.
like the Cleveland, they've got away from Wahoo like for years now. But like they would just rock that C. That C wasn't bad.
was fine,
Yeah,
yeah.
but for to go with whatever the fuck that
The
what is it, a flying
Guardians.
baseball or some shit? I
Yeah.
don't know. What
It's
the
a-
fuck
and they're
that is.
G's. It's like a sandwich.
Yeah.
It's 2 G's and
Yeah.
in the middle's a baseball.
It's like 2G's
And
scissoring.
I think it's flying. Is it
Yeah,
flying?
it seems like it's soaring in some effect.
Like-
Like
has
they
wings.
why didn't they just take the Major League fucking logo from the movie? That flying baseball.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Yeah.
fucking use that,
with
dude.
the 2 feathers behind
Yeah,
it.
like that's okay.
Yeah,
Or-
yeah, no, it's way better. It's way
Right?
better.
You got all these people, and there's all this money involved, and like, who the fuck was like, we got to get the same thing happened with the Redskins too, but like, you know, I think the Washington football team is better than the Cleveland
It's a
Guardians.
1,000 times
Dude,
better.
that's the best team name in sports.
But like
Yeah.
Washington
Football
are they?
Club.
They're sticking again with the football team this year,
for
right?
one more year.
Yeah, I mean they got the Red Wolves. That's a good name.
Well, you know what?
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
I heard
Yeah.
some dude like they leaked a list of possible like
He owns
names,
the names.
Yeah.
and
He
he
owns
fucking
it.
bought every
He bought-
fucking
no,
I love moves
domain
like
name,
that.
which is great.
But
Listen,
now he said
we
he's going to
bought-
give it back.
We bought some domain names in our day.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
going
Yeah.
fishing.
Oh yeah.
It work?
He's not yet, but we're hanging on to some shit about
Yeah.
paying out.
Yeah,
like,
that's
fuck
what I
you.
mean. Yeah,
Yeah, like okay, yeah, you could have it, $50,000.
yeah. So they leaked this.
Yeah, that's nothing to
They
you.
leaked
Yeah,
the
no,
list,
like, I
and he
don't. No
bought
one's trying to get
everyone.
rich, but like you're not
Yeah,
gonna give me $50,000 for this.
Yeah.
That dude
Cost me $17.99.
Fuck
He
it.
actually did. You know, they didn't actually leak a list to him. You know that he actually went through and picked the names that they were probably going to go by.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
there was a leaked list.
No.
Dude, he did this in 2011.
Right.
Yeah,
he knew
yeah,
that
yeah,
there was
yeah.
it was eventually was going to
As soon
happen.
as they started getting smoke for having a fucking.
but now-
Yeah, you just sit there all day like, oh, they might go with this one, another
But
$3 or whatever the fuck it is.
His
Yeah.
story has changed now, though, is that he said that, I was hoarding these for you guys, so whenever you want them, I have them, so you'll just pay $10,000 for the name so that I break even, which bullshit.
That's cheap for him to. I mean, and, yeah,
he's a
full of
lawyer.
shit. Yeah,
he's a lawyer.
yeah.
He knew what the fuck he was
Sure,
doing.
there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that.
And that's
Right.
great.
Yeah.
Dude,
10 grand
fuck
is cheap.
that.
I would have said, "There's
No,
no
you gotta
way."
give me 50.
Yeah,
You gotta wet my
at least
beak.
Yeah,
you gotta wet my
yeah,
beak.
yeah.
Season tickets
Season
in
tickets.
a box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, you're
my
not gonna give me a
skybox.
box. You gotta get
I'm
that.
gonna
Now
get
it's
a
getting a little.
skybox.
That's. I think that's getting a little greedy. $50,000
Well, I'm a
season
greedy
tickets and like some like beer, like you get. I'm not paying for beer or sandwiches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you get fined 10 G's for having the wrong cleats on during a fucking game. So I
Right.
think 50 G's to
For
them
the name rights,
is
yeah. It's
nothing.
No, it's nothing.
You know, I think that's a fair deal. But I don't think I'd be like, I want season tickets to another team, not you guys. Like, can you get me Cowboys tickets?
But you know,
Like,
hey, like, do you know anybody in the Marlins organization?
yeah, like,
Dude, there's been some major scraps on the internet,
The-
like some
the-
real
you-
ones.
You gonna talk about the pizza shop
The
one?
pizza shop one. Did you guys see the pizza shop video?
Yeah.
It went
oh,
viral.
beating the fuck out of each other.
Dude, that was a ruthless one.
Yeah.
That
They-
one dude would not fall down. He got
He
beat with a
wouldn't. Nah,
shovel.
that's cocaine fighting.
yeah.
I fought some dudes on cocaine before.
They'll give you
and,
muscles.
I've hit them and shit where like it's just I was like, oh okay.
Remember one time we seen that one guy in a fight and he hit him with a bottle and he was like, turn around, he's like, drop the bottle, tough guy.
So it was the pizza shop employees fighting like customers. And like, dude, they brought out like the wooden pizza fucking
the paddle.
the paddle.
The duffer.
Every dude was hitting them with a fucking
sauce.
ladle or
Ladle,
ladle,
sauce
ladle. You know, I
Some
fuck up a
say
word
tomato,
once a show.
some say tomato.
I say fucking like 9,000 words in an hour.
But
Like,
did
don't
you
laugh
see-
at me like that.
No, I'm
You
just
fuck
saying.
up words. You're not a word. You don't ever fuck up the words.
Fuck
I'm a
yeah, dude.
wordsmith,
But you were just
actually.
like,
What did I say last week? Broth.
yeah, I was like, yeah, they had like the duffer. You're like the wooden thing. You're like, and then they had a ladle.
That ladle, man.
I know.
Well, it was funny because the dude was getting pounded with the wooden whatever.
The duffer.
Yeah, and then afterwards, then the guy uses the ladle on him and hitting him, and the guy literally turns around and is like, "Come on, man, what the fuck?" Like, clearly that's not gonna do shit.
You hit someone with that ladle on top of their head, man. Ouch.
yeah?
It's gonna break skin.
Yeah.
It's definitely gonna break skin.
Yeah, that went on fucking forever. They couldn't get those
It was
dudes
like 2
fucking
minutes,
out. And then
man.
the corn dick in the fucking back, and he was like, "Well, I'm just still waiting for my pizza." And he was like, the dude was like, "Dude, you're not getting your fucking pizza." And he's like, "Well, I'm waiting for it. I paid for it."
He's like, "Can I
dude.
get 2 pepperoni off the top?"
Like everybody here needs stitches.
Yeah, I was waiting for the 6 dudes to turn around and just be like, "Let's beat the fuck out of this
Yeah,
dude."
Yeah.
we're
They
doing it
collectively
force.
just
That would have
whooped
been
his
great.
ass.
That would have been fucking
My
great.
favorite pizza video though was last year. The guy stands up on the counter and he goes, "Which one ordered pepperoni?" And he's holding a pizza and he fucking Macho Man elbow drops the table in front of him with the pizza.
It's a good
And
time.
But they knew it was gonna happen, like it was planned. But dude, like he fucked his shit up where like there's like fucking grease all over his shirt. He's holding his back and like he literally cannot fucking breathe and like, oh, he's not good.
Yeah, he just cracked his sternum.
Yeah. He got
And,
3
and
broken
burnt the
ribs.
fuck out of
How,
himself.
yeah, was it a fucking hot piping hot
It was.
pizza?
It literally comes out. It literally comes out. He goes, "Which one ordered the pepperoni?" And he's 6 feet in the air probably. Then he jumps, so he's another 4 feet, and just Macho Man Randy Savage like this
10
one's-
feet
Yeah,
drop of the scalding
this
hot
one's for
pizza.
Elizabeth, and just fucking see ya.
His arm looked like that fucking cheese on the pizza after that.
Oh yeah,
dude.
he's
Scalding
got
hot
spina
mess.
bifida
Them-
now. or
them-
something.
them ovens-
Yeah,
them-
and 50-degree burns.
Them ovens are so fucking. Dude, my whole arms when I was a kid working at Minios, they would be all burned up.
Yeah,
'Cause
and
I
they
had
don't
little-
heal. It doesn't heal right
I had
away.
little arms, so like if I would like put the pizza in and try to come back, like I would always hit my arm.
Gator arms.
Yeah.
I like that.
And then when I got
I like
older,
that.
when I got
I'm
older,
just picturing little Z-Bird burning himself every time he's going to get a pie because those ovens are a little high.
yeah, they are. And then,
Jack said it so nonchalantly. I like that.
and then, like it was like 10 years ago, people were like, "Dude, you still working at Minios?" I'm like, "No, those are track marks." You know what I mean?
It's not from the oven.
No, I left
I was in a
it.
pizza brawl the one time. Well, I was
Where at?
down the south side, a fucking place, Sal's. Fucking
With the big
disgusting.
giant slices.
Yeah, one of our friends hit this kid in the head, and when I'd never heard a sound like that before from a punch, dude. And it was the whole place, Southside Pizza Place.
Yeah.
When fight started, he cracked him, dude dropped, and I was like, "Well, we gotta go."
Hey, dude, grab my pep.
He might be dead. We gotta get the fuck out.
Why
of
is it
here.
always a pizza place, dude?
Dudes are drunk, fucking trying to eat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
trying to sober up a little
Yeah.
bit.
My biggest brawl that my buddy got into is he went to a pizza place in my neighborhood. So I won't. If you know where I live, then you'll know which one, but I won't say it. But he went there, and I guess the dudes were like allegedly like selling coke in the back, and my boy was just trying to get pizza, and my buddy started shit. So it's he probably did something wrong.
Yeah.
And he's banging on a thing. He's like, "Yo, all I want is a hoagie." And dude opened the door and was like, "Fuck you." And my boy walked in and picked him up and threw him through his fucking glass window. Punched him in the face and threw him through the glass window. And it fucking just launches this dude, and then my other boy picked him up, and they fucking hit, and like ever since then, like it was like when Debo shows up in Westview. Oh, whoops, I just said it. But they're just like, "What's up, Pete?" And he's like, "Hey," and like everything's like normal now. But he
Yeah, shit
fucking-
happens.
Yeah.
Tempers right high.
But that was it. He's like, "Oh, I'm not fucking with this dude," you know.
Yeah, lesson learned.
Yeah, obviously he's a psychopath.
But they're also fighting on Spirit Airline.
This was such a great fight.
This was like two black chicks fighting. This was an Alder Ice fight.
Yeah.
I've seen this fight 1,000 times.
right.
This was they were going at it right in the out. There's no room to fight on an airplane.
There's no room.
Especially those.
That's what I was gonna say on that
Close
airplane.
quarters.
So I'm flying Spirit for the first time next week.
I can't
And
Where
wait.
you going?
Don't get in a
I'm
fight.
coming home from Fort Lauderdale.
That's an hour.
It's not. It's 2.5, but like it's. I don't know, man. There was no other flights. I never flew Spirit. I'm nervous. You got to keep your head on a swivel.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that. So like, I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure I'm gonna have a fucking story. Thief was like, "Dude, I flew it before. Like, it's no big deal." I'm
Yeah.
like, It's not what the internet says. Like, you're not on Twitter like I am, dude.
But even their what are they called? Flight attendants. They're even amazing. Like they're legends. Like you never flew through them, have you?
No.
So I had an experience once where I was on my phone and I was playing a video game, and you know how they're always like turn your Wi-Fi off, all that.
Yeah.
I had an older lady next to me saying you need to turn off your phone, you need to be on Wi-Fi or you turn your shit off. I was already in airplane mode. I was playing Candy Crush, but I was like, I'm not even acknowledging her.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm good, whatever, like that. She's like, I will scream at the top of my lungs. I was like, I don't give a fuck like that. And I'm sitting there and we're in the back of the plane. She's like, he won't turn off his phone. So they come, like the people come over, they're like, sir, what do you, and they look, they're like, he can be on his phone. Like, we don't even care, like, about the Wi-Fi thing. It's bullshit. It's not a real thing.
It's crazy they're still rolling with
Yeah,
that.
it's just they don't want people talking on the phone.
Right.
That's what it
Yeah,
was.
they want your attention.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was it. And he's like, I don't care. And so, like, at the end of the flight, everybody gets off. I'm at the back anyways. The male flight attendant goes, can you hold on a second? I was like, oh, man, like what? And he was like, how about that fucking cunt? And I was like, all right, Spirit's pretty
Yeah.
solid.
Yeah, I'll take some. Yeah,
Yeah, you guys.
I'll take that. Kanye West, man. Listen, I'm looking forward to this new CD, new album. Dude's living in the Atlanta, like Georgia Dome or Mercedes-Benz Stadium now.
Yeah.
He had like a release party, and like there was a bunch of people there. He like played his new album, and then you would think that, and he's like walking around in like a ski uniform. I don't know what the fuck it is. Ski suit, you know what I mean? An orange ski suit, pretty much. And he has some weird like mask on where it looks terrifying. And there was like an Atlanta like whatever they are soccer game going on, and then this was like the next day after his release party. Next day there's a soccer game. Old Kanye's just walking around, like walking on his phone, like he's walking around his living room. This dude's living in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, wherever the fuck.
Is he still wearing a ski
He has
suit?
a chef. Yeah, he had a ski suit on, the mask, everything. He has a chef. He has like a living studio and like a studio where he could like record in the stadium.
That's fucking cool.
It's super cool.
What a baller move.
Why?
Why not?
I think just because he
Imagine why.
can.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
why?
It's
God.
just
Man.
like it's like some dude probably said like, hey man, if you ever like need a place to stay, like I manage the Mercedes-Benz, and he's like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna come over Wednesday, and I'm not gonna leave.
There's
I'm gonna
only
bring my chef.
There's only so many Four Seasons you can go to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. He's a weird cat.
Well, they-
just
He
put the
is,
music,
he
put the
is.
music on, dude. Put the music on.
What if it's like him playing bongos or some shit?
Yeah,
all
it
day?
could
He's
be.
a strange motherfucker.
The
these
Sky
days.
Dome used to do that in Toronto. You could rent a hotel, and if you open your hotel door, you could watch, or your hotel window, you could see the fucking.
That's
lights.
now that's fucking great.
I've seen it might have even been that. I've seen something similar in Toronto also, where
Yeah.
like it's in a mall. And like this like chick was I actually know like from Pittsburgh was staying there, and she opened it up, and like there was just like a Macy's and all kinds of
It's
like
crazy.
shit, like a giant Christmas tree was around Christmas
That's
time.
great.
And I'm like,
I don't
that's
know if
weird.
I'd want
That's
that.
cool.
That's it's just
yeah,
different.
yeah, it's just different. Why not check it out?
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess if I could live at PNC Park, I'd go fucking live at
Oh,
PNC
fuck
Park.
yeah.
Imagine like let's just say
That'd be
hypothetically
smasher.
speaking, Century 3 Mall still open, and they were like, yeah, we were like, you're in your 20s, like, yeah, you can have a fucking apartment here. You got on your like little porch, and there's the fountain down there, and there's the orange Julius. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
people walking around.
Can I have the Mogear suite?
Yeah, and you're just walking around in your fucking Crocs and your underpants, going to get the paper like Tony Soprano in a robe.
With your Pelly robe?
Yeah.
With your freshly made airbrush fucking t-shirts.
Right.
You got done.
And then I'm going to Spencer's to get some weird shit.
Yeah, get some weird shit. I just be laced with soft pretzels all the time.
Yeah.
and be
I
my
just
bitch.
I just be smelling like soft pretzels constantly.
And lemonade.
Yep. Brother in Arms. Did you guys see that? You know, like that slingshot ride they have it like in like Ocean City where they shoot you 1,000 feet in the air. Girl was on that with her friend, and it's usually like people like passing out. You know what I mean? Because of the heights. This bitch got hit in her face with a seagull.
I did see
Shut
that.
up.
Dude,
like-
it
it's like
smothered
stuck.
her.
It's
It
kind of
looked-
like she hit the seagull.
Yeah. I think she killed the seagull because like it was just like on her face, and she had to like rip it off and like throw it off.
Yeah.
It was like the impact of the seagull to her face.
It's pretty
And
funny.
like,
So
dude,
she can't fly at that point, so it's just you're
no, yeah,
throwing it.
she was just smothered by a gull, and like the only reaction it wasn't fast enough.
Is there a video?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and fucking she just like took this off and just threw the seagull to the side, and it was. I mean, I'm not a bird guy. Everybody knows that, but oh my god. I wouldn't leave my house after that.
You'd have lost
That's
your fucking mind.
That would have. I'm like, okay, well, you got to drive me to Western Psych. I don't think I'm coming back from this.
Yeah, I feel like it was the bird
whole thing
just got caught in a bad place.
Bad
and
timing.
that lady, like, she killed the bird with her face.
Listen,
Yeah.
if you
Not
live,
the bird didn't fly into
if
her.
you're a
Right.
seagull and you live by the boardwalk, you got to
you're-
be
you're-
aware.
yeah.
You got to be aware of that ride.
Hey,
That's
That's a no-fly zone.
that's
Yeah.
If that happened to me, I'd shit my pants. That ride would be covered in shit.
you know that bird probably shit and pissed
Like,
all over her face at the
yeah.
moment of death.
And like,
You know
dude,
what I mean?
she
Yeah.
took it like a champ. I think she was in a little bit of shock, which
Yeah.
is totally understandable.
Is that good luck, though?
But I don't think
Yeah, to
so.
kill a bird with your face.
Yeah.
I heard that. It was
That's
on the
gotta
internet.
be. That's gotta be top 3 greatest bird murders.
Yeah.
Number 1, Randy
Johnson.
Johnson.
Yeah.
2, this.
No,
and
no,
then-
Fabio. He took one off the muck one time.
Yeah, he was on a roller coaster.
Yeah.
It's fucking-
Fabio?
Yeah, he was like,
Like actual Fabio.
yeah, Fabio was on like a steel phantom type ride. He was all like roller coaster. He was all strapped in.
He killed
And
a
then-
pigeon with his muck.
Yeah, he got hit in the face, and all you see is like when you come back, and Fabio's face is just covered in blood.
And like feathers.
I never seen that.
He got
No, you
fucking
didn't see
cracked.
that?
with
Yeah,
that.
Jack
I heard,
knows. Yeah, Fabio. He's the
Fabio
OG.
took a major L with that bird in his face.
OG bird killer Bobby Johnson.
So you think my story about me fucking with Leanie was good? This prank is an all-time. This is all-timer. If you know anything about Oakland, like I lived there a million years ago. Everybody's always said like, why is there not there's not a sheetz in the city of Pittsburgh? I think John Nagel has a stranglehold on it and it keeps him out for some reason. There's something going on with the city of Pittsburgh and John Nagel where they're not letting sheetz come in. There's that gas station in Oakland that's been like it's just been garbage forever.
It was an Exxon.
Yeah,
Or some fucking
Yeah.
So
shit.
like there's some construction going on. It's all fenced off. This genius printed up like a sheetz coming soon and fucking put it to the fence, and the whole city was
It
like,
went viral,
finally.
dude.
It
was on the news,
went
yeah.
Pittsburgh viral.
People were so excited.
Yeah, I was like, man, finally. Like I was like 15 years too late, but like whatever. At least it finally.
Yeah.
And it was bullshit.
It was on the news. It was
Yeah,
on the
she
What a
was like,
legend.
what?
What a legend. It was on the news. Like, that's how fucking funny it was. Like, say, like, whoa, it looks like a local jokester. You know what I mean? And it was,
Sheetz was like, no.
Sheetz is not coming. After talking to a representative from Sheetz, they are not coming to
Yeah,
Oakland.
and I was like, mother. And then I was like, I can't be mad about that one. I was like, that's genius.
That's
That
good.
is-
That's
really good.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
That's a great one.
And
He should have put
almost-
some so we could know who like did it. You know?
You gotta, I give it a week and like, yeah, that was me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you want the,
gotta get some
you want the
credit.
credit.
You
Yeah.
deserve it. I
Yeah.
mean,
You
because that's a
deserve it.
You
harmless
do deserve
prank.
it. Yeah.
You didn't.
Yeah,
you
you
didn't
didn't
spray paint shit.
No, you didn't say anything racist
No.
or weird or anything.
You like.
fucking,
you get it.
You
yeah.
didn't put "We Love Cock."
Yeah.
Like Sheetz needs to reach out and be like free sheets for a year. Like that was fucking hysterical.
That was great. Yeah, look at all the now we're like on this worldwide podcast. We're talking
Yeah.
about sheets.
Yeah. It is worldwide now. We're in like, dude, we've been in, it was like 32 countries I counted today.
Yeah.
Yeah, #1 podcast in Ethiopia.
Boom.
I mean, what else you gotta say?
If anybody needs a Sheetz,
It's
Ethiopia.
They need some sheets, some schmuffins. You know what I mean?
Schmegel.
Because I mean,
Schmegel.
I'm a sheets guy over at Gitco.
Yeah,
It's
100%.
better. It's better.
Yeah, the MTO's
It's better.
where it's at,
Yeah.
bro.
So I mean, yeah, not having one, like man, like, especially because it just seemed like
All the birds
I remember I
have
dated a girl from TJ and they had a sheets. out there,
Yeah,
and
I
I'm like,
Hill.
I was like, this
they
is
got
so-
two out
I
there.
was like, this, yeah, they do now.
They're spoiled.
And I was like, man, like.
You guys got
I'm
stuff.
like, you go into your parents' house and you're like, yeah, I'm like, dude, you trying to grab me some sheets? She's like, dude, that is, and like people that like grew up with sheets, they're a little spoiled.
Like, you're
by it.
white
Like,
trash
There's
or
Lainey got
whatever.
one right by her house. She don't give a fuck. She thinks it's gross, and I'm like, dude,
Go
you
to
crazy?
Speedway.
Yeah, eat bean sandwiches from Kogo's. I'll show you how gross fucking sheets is.
Yeah, the ham is like a rubber band.
Dude, we used to, dude, the shit that they like gave us to eat at Kogo's was
Oh, we used to tear
disgusting.
it up.
The
The hot
dollar
dogs were
sandwiches.
spinning for
The pork
years.
tea.
Oh, dude, they had dollar sandwiches, like, and we used to get fucking shit-faced drunk and fucking eat them, and they were absolutely disgusting. I made them more disgusting by all the shit I would put on them.
No, the funniest
To
story.
disguise it.
The one day, fucking Z-Bird, we're all hammered. You know, we all go get our bean sandwiches. This motherfucker puts it in a microwave and then puts it in his pocket, like back in the wrapper, and tries to walk out with it. Like, dude,
was so
we
fucking
just
hot.
seen you at the microwave, motherfucker. You gotta pay for that.
But, dude, my pocket was steaming.
It was so hot. Those
it was so
pepperoni rolls would get so hot.
Dude, it was steaming out of my pocket, and it made me pull it out. I was so glad because I did fucking second-degree burns on my fucking, it like was going through my pants.
Like, you either let me take this sandwich or I'm suing you because I'm burning the shit out of myself.
Another time, he walked out. He warmed up cheese and then stole the fucking the round
nachos.
tortilla
Yeah,
chips. And then he's walking like, like, dude, they know you have something in your pants.
Yeah, I used to have a little bit of a drinking problem.
Then we had to be like 15.
Yeah, but stealing when you're
He had one then. He definitely had one then.
stealing when you're drunk is great.
It is. There's nothing
It's so
funner.
much fun.
There's
Yeah.
nothing funner than stealing shit from a convenience store when you're hammered
It's the
drunk.
best.
I think stealing is like a grown man knowing you could pay for it, but just get the thrill of
Just
stealing.
fucking- oh, that's the best.
That's the
yeah,
rush.
that's a good
It's
time.
like gambling,
Like when I
dude.
steal,
Yeah.
like when I could steal from Home Depot, that's the only place I really will steal from. If I get like a couple extra pieces of wood, like it's not my job to count, it's your job to count.
I got out of
Yeah.
Home Depot the other day in East Liberty with a little extra something.
They deserve it. Those ones.
Yeah.
Talking about the Wild Wild West,
I
that
walked
place
out
is
like,
fucking crazy.
Fuck you.
My go-to at Sheetz is when you do the order. There's the chips are right next to it.
You
So
gotta
just
take them.
Take the bag of chips when you walk. Thanks.
I thought
Yeah.
they were
That's
free.
it. But you can literally just hold it. Anyone that works at Sheetz does not fucking understand anything going on.
Or care.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
and they get paid decent too.
Yeah, I mean decent, but I mean not decent enough to care if you steal a bag of chips.
No, I'm saying like
When I was getting high, this dude showed me this trick because we were hungry the one day and we were like, we're gonna get drugs. You know, you're never gonna buy food over drugs. So, but I was like,
Still gotta eat though.
we gotta eat. He was like, dude, I got a little bit of gas. We'll drive down the Sheetz. They have food like you can order. He's like, people pre-order food at Sheetz and they set the bags out. They're already paid for. I'm like, what? He was like, yeah, we'll just go in and grab a couple bags of people's foods. So like, we just walked in and like we each grabbed 2 bags and just rolled out and like no one even questioned it. I'm
Dude,
like,
our one boy went to West Virginia, and that's when Sheetz was like brand new. Like you didn't know what the fuck it was. West Virginia was like the only Sheetz around.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, this is like awesome. You order sandwiches and they print it like it just blew your mind. And then so like we ordered, and I look at my one boy, I was like, you ain't getting none? He said, no, I'm good. And then we get in the car, and he just has this giant bag of food. And then I was like, "What'd you get?" He's like, "I don't know yet. Let's go through it and see." And he just stole like three meals.
Oh,
It was
that's
fucking
amazing.
nuts.
That was like
He's like,
Breezewood.
you don't gotta pay shit for it in there. I was like, "No, I think you do." He's nah.
No, it's like Breezewood. We would go in there. We'd be on our way to the to Ocean City.
yeah.
You know what I mean? We'd all go in there, take a piss. Someone would fill up the gas, and then you'd order your food, and you'd fucking. That was before you didn't have to pay.
There was
like,
there was like tickets. It was just
Yeah,
like
you had like
Yeah.
a number.
Yeah.
An
It was like,
honor
it was like a
system.
50-50 raffle, dude.
Yeah.
And then guess what? I won every time.
in reality,
I
you
went
could
there.
still do that.
we did that every
Yeah.
day in high school. So every day at lunch, like you weren't allowed to sneak out at lunch, but what the fuck, you just did. And we drove to the McDonald's in Westview. And the way that it would work is we would wait till there were vans, because usually there's kids in vans, there's more people ordering. So what we would do is we would be in front of them, and then we would drive in between the 2 windows. So like they order, once they pay, we're already in the middle waiting for them to pay. Once they paid, we pulled up to the second window, and whatever they ordered behind us, we would get.
It worked.
We did it every day of my senior year, literally every fucking day. It was the best thing ever. And but the thing is that they knew.
Yeah, what do they care?
They knew, and like after like 2 weeks, they were like, "Oh, you got some nuggets in this one," and I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
Sweet.
So
They
like,
thought it
all
was
right, dude,
hysterical.
we're gonna have to make 2 orders for the blue van
Yeah, dude, it was
because these
great.
dickheads are stealing it.
Yeah, but they thought shit was so funny because they're like, "Yeah, that's why I dropped out of high school." Like, fuck it.
If you're working in at McDonald's, that is a little. I mean, you need a little entertainment.
Absolutely.
Dude, that's got to be a stressful job. I don't care
Oh,
what anybody
yeah.
says.
I worked at Panera back in the day, and there was this guy that came in, and he would order a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and he would order extra peanut butter. And like, dude, when I say I put extra peanut butter on this guy's sandwich, I'm talking. You used to come in a giant white bin, and I would use a quarter of the. They'd be like a piece of sourdough, this much peanut butter, a little slab of jelly, and a piece of bread, and the dude loved it. And the dude was like, "You're using like $9 worth of peanut." I was like, "What's extra?" I was like, "You never showed me what extra is. That's extra." And my manager, yeah, he don't really. He's making $30,000 a year. He don't give a fuck either. So it was a funny joke. This dude every day he come in, I'm like, dude, extra. Oh yeah, load it up.
You gave him a pound of butter.
Yeah, like dude, I need to get a shovel. All right, dude, go ahead. Talk about Little Uzi Vert. You've been bothering me all week about Little Uzi Vert.
God.
Z-Bird loves Little Uzi Vert.
So little Uzi Vert is.
He's like, dude, we got to talk about Little Uzi Vert. Little Uzi Vert this, Little Uzi Vert that. I'm like, dude.
He's such an
I was like, go ahead, man. Here's your time to talk about Little Uzi fucking Vert. Go ahead.
I messaged him one fucking thing about little Uzi Vert buying a planet. I'm like, dude. I'm like, this is actually like a pretty funny story. Little Uzi Vert's trying to buy a planet, and like people were saying like it's impossible because
Who's in charge of selling the planet?
that's the people who are like, you're a fucking idiot if you buy a planet because no one owns the planet. So whoever, that's like the people that sell stars.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the same
You
racket.
want to sponsor a dolphin?
But
Yeah,
little Uzi,
Joe owns a penguin.
right, you're right, Joe. Yeah, And then, like, so Little Uzi Vert, dude, like, he's always doing dumb shit. He got that $24 million diamond implanted in his head. It's already taken out. He probably already spawned
I'm
it.
sure it got infected immediately.
Right. And I mean, $24 million. I don't think that dude has that much money.
No.
That's a lot of money. He rented that.
Right. He rented the diamond for his forehead. But now he's like, I'm buying a planet. Like, we could buy a planet. Like, I looked online. It's not. Like, we could buy a planet. They're like, oh, it's in a different galaxy. And, like, what do we care?
How are we going to get there?
Right. You know what I mean? I got a lot.
Do they listen to podcasts?
I work Monday through Friday. Like, I don't
I don't have time to be going to check on this planet.
Right.
I don't want to cut the grass on fucking Mars.
No.
I couldn't even handle a Tamagotchi when I was a fucking kid.
What's a Tamagotchi?
Them little,
It's a
you
little
feed the little
keychain.
kids.
Oh, dude.
I'd starve them and kill them and shit.
I drown Molly's fucking Tamagotchi all the
I'm
time.
responsible for a fucking
There was
planet.
shit in the yard all the time.
Yeah,
There
I get
was-
sick from the shit.
The whole planet? Fuck that.
You guys are talking over Z-Bird's little Uzi Vert moment.
Oh, dude, no. But I'm just saying, like, dude, that's a fucking genius idea for someone to be like, because there's a lot of idiots in the world. Be like, I'll sell you a star, and then you get the plaque and you own the star and you name it whatever you want. People name it after their girlfriends.
Yeah, we should start selling blades of grass down
That's
the
what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah.
We missed the bus on this one. It's like, yeah, Little Uzi Vert's a fucking idiot, but the dudes who are selling planets are geniuses. You're selling something that you don't even own.
Can't get there.
And you can't get there. You can't even prove it's already there. You could show them fake pictures, like, oh, dude, this is from the Nebula Galaxy. This is. I'll tell you what. Everything around here is really nice. It's on its way
Up-and-coming
up.
area.
Yeah, it's gonna get gentrified. You want to be in on this one?
You want to get in early on this one, little Uzi Vert.
Yeah, so he's playing for $100,000, and like you think about it,
100
like,
grand ain't bad.
Little Uzi Vert's like, man, you can't even get a house for $100,000.
can't.
I can
You
get a
get a
whole
planet.
planet. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's in now.
That's why he
Is that
got
how
rid
much
of
it
that diamond.
was?
Nah,
He sold that diamond in his forehead for the planet.
He paid-
hawked
I can't imagine how
For
effective
They
it's
didn't
going.
even have the. They
he
didn't
hawked
even.
it for Dogecoin.
They didn't even have the details of that. They just said
Yeah, because you can't.
the speculation, but it's a good publicity stunt on his
Well,
part.
we're talking about it.
Right, on the world's biggest podcast,
Yeah.
Ethiopia's #1 podcast.
This shit was crazy. I actually felt bad for this poor bastard. He was going to pay his cell phone bill, and the fucking sidewalk blew up on him.
In New
Did you
York,
see that?
was that
yeah,
New York?
Yeah, it was like one of those like crates you walk over, fucking, and like there was like a back. I don't even know what the fuck to call it, an underground explosion
Like
blast.
steam.
And
Fucking,
something went wrong, but
It was natural
was,
gas. Got
Something
sparked.
cut, and they were down in the sewer. Rats were doing something weird, and this dude walked into an explosion.
They shoot him
man.
through the moon.
Did he die?
No,
No.
he looked all. He looked like he didn't know what the fuck just happened. Obviously,
Well, he
But
ain't got to worry about that cell phone bill no more because he's going to be rich.
Yeah, New York.
100%. He's gonna own New York.
I mean, you got to figure he got to get 5-6 mil for that, right?
Oh,
I would think. Yeah, I think 50 million. When I said that, I was just
No.
like shooting, but 5, 6, 100%. Plus, that dude was like literally like he wasn't doing
Dude,
anything wrong.
Nothing. He was going to pay his cell phone bill. You could literally say like, "I'm scared to go outside now because I think the sidewalk's going to blow up."
Right.
Yeah, and that's
And when
totally
you can't,
logical
and you
because
can't. It happened.
Right.
You, can't tell me,
Yeah.
you can't tell me it's not going to happen again. It happened on Tuesday.
Yeah,
Right.
it wasn't supposed to happen before.
New York's lucky it was just him.
Right.
That could have
Yeah.
been like fucking
It
like,
could've been
it
like-
could have been like a mom with her stroller
Or like
some
the
crazy
middle of the
shit
day
going
when there's
through.
100 people on the
Yeah.
sidewalk.
And that dude's like he's a soldier because like it blew up. Don't get me wrong, he fucking got knocked down, but he got right back up.
Yeah, well, I'm sure after he realized he probably went back down.
Yeah.
That's when nobody touched me, my neck, my back,
Oh,
the
my
9
neck and
yards.
my back.
Yeah, I need an ambulance.
You need
I
to
need
back
everything.
me out of me.
People came out though, like it was fucking nuts. I mean, like the explosion was big and the camera shook. Like it was like that, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
the
it
camera
was-
was like
Yeah, it was a legit explosion. That I almost had a moment like this happen to me. I was in Costco, like, I don't know, probably like right before Corona, and I'm like walking by and I'm like grabbing some shit, and a whole pallet from like the third like fucking like
The
shelf
highest
up,
one?
yeah, a whole pallet of coffee fell off and
Jesus.
fell directly in front of me, like a foot. Me and Daisy like looked
you
at each
should have
other.
laid
Like,
right underneath.
people
it,
came
dude.
running. I mean, it's on camera. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Fuck that! It blew my knee out.
fucking it was just far enough where like we couldn't react, and also like when a whole pallet of coffee falls in front of
You
you,
shit your pants
you
a little
step
bit.
back a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But this people came over like, "Oh my god, are you okay?" And like these was like, "Unfortunately, we are." You know what I mean? Like fucking, this was our moment, and we both looked at each other like, "Fuck." he was like, if you would have got hit with that, like that really would have fucked you up. I'm like, yeah, but like, what's really? Are we talking paralyzed? No way. Are we talking about like 6 months of like rehab and like fucking I gotta come back?
No, you just want one can to hit your toe. You know, you don't want the pallet hit. You want something to bounce off the pallet, hit you in the knee, and you drop like a sack of potatoes.
And the manager came over and like they were like, but there was not like we didn't get hit with it. You know what I mean? So like, what do you? Didn't happen.
I'm really scared to come to Costco now, though.
Yeah,
I made my platinum membership.
Yeah, you think we'd have got like a fucking free box of crabs or some shit?
You got the
what
same.
the fuck happened for a whole pallet? Because like I'm thinking like they put them up on the thing. Like the pallet must have been hanging over.
It was So I think it was like a pallet stacked on another pallet. Okay, and it just wasn't.
It was teetering.
I mean, I was a forklift operator before, and I definitely had some shit fall off on me. So like it could happen.
I operated a forklift one time. I was like working at this machine shop, and I remember they were like, Mike, put it on the top thing, and I was like, okay. And I raised the thing up, and went right through the ceiling of the shop. Yeah, they were like, not that high. They were like, you went a little too far.
You could really fuck shit up on a forklift, and they let just about anybody drive one.
I had my forklift license long before my driver's license, and I just remember like I was high as fuck. I went over. I'm like, you know what I mean? I just like drove it over. They're like, hey, put that on the top thing. I'm like, no problem. And all of a sudden, like I'm like half gnawed out, and the thing just went through the roof. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
Is that where you want it? Is that good?
No, you guys let me drive a forklift. I mean, the forklift operator test is like literally like you just gotta like start it.
You have to have a heartbeat.
Do like a circle.
You have to have a heartbeat.
Start it, and then I think you have to like identify three. You know what I mean? You go up, down, in. You know, I'm good.
Good enough.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You'll do.
This real quick here. We got a quick relationship story. This chick telling her boyfriend that this dude was dating this chick, and he was like asked, he made like the question like, so like, what do you think of my dick? And she was like, oh, you have like a great like boyfriend dick, which is like the meanest thing you could like say to anybody.
Oh yeah.
He's like, what do you mean by like boyfriend dick? She was like, well, you don't have a dick that you really have to like worry about and have to recover from. It's like a great day to day like usable dick, but it's not getting in there and like
not shredding me.
Yeah,
that's what she said.
It's not breaking down any barriers. And like I was like, oh my god, I'd kill myself.
No, yeah, I want to rip your walls down.
Yeah,
that's what I want you to tell me. Like,
right. This dude gotta like,
oh my god, like you make me so sore.
You better get on your tippy toes and put all like you gotta like maybe come from the side. You gotta figure something out.
Get a running start.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I just thought this was one of the meaner things you could say to a guy.
100%.
Do you know this person?
No, this is on Twitter.
It's on Reddit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
and then. Yeah, like to think about that, like you think you're ponding it, you've been together for a long time, your confidence is good, you've been smashed, you're probably eating a coos, greased your butt a couple times, and everything's going good, and like to get hit with like, dude, you have like a good boyfriend dick out of nowhere, like then you're thinking like that's not what you're looking for. You don't want to hear that.
Yeah, but then you're like your boy
friend.
Jason hit it in high school, and like
that's
Jason has a hammer.
Yeah.
And you're like,
yeah.
Jason really like tore down some walls that I'm not even coming close to.
Right.
Fantastic.
Yeah. That's just
now I'm going to go jump off the bridge.
Yeah, the problem is I think more so not the fact that your dick isn't that, but she's seen enough
many dicks
to where she's like,
she's
okay,
identifying as a boyfriend dick.
Like you're
she's
like,
different categories of dicks.
Like you're Ryan Fitzpatrick, you're good in the league, you have longevity, right?
Yeah.
But you're not a franchise dick.
Yeah.
You're not a Hall of Fame hog. Like this is just
right.
You get the job done, but like
you're no Bam
I'm
Morris.
not talking about like if we were just a thing, we're not talking about it. You know
I don't
mean?
tell my friends about you smashing me. No,
right.
Not at all.
Yeah,
also, that's
rude.
the worst.
And that's
rude.
in our head, that's what we want.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we.
Like
That's what we think. I don't ask that shit, but I mean, I don't want to hear that I have a boyfriend dick.
Right. No, that's like you might as well say I got a friend dick.
Right. Right. It's the same equivalent of being like, you know what, I really like you as a friend.
Yeah. I'd rather fucking slam my dick in the door.
Like, you're the guy that, like, isn't going to cheat on me because you have a little dick, and I don't got to worry
you're
about
not very
that.
good at sex.
Yeah, and, like, this is who I settled with.
Yeah, and
right.
you're not gonna blow my coos.
Good job.
You're not gonna blow my coos out, make me sore, make me all crazy. It's just like, okay, it's whatever. I can go to work right after you bang me out. You're like, oh,
no, I want you to limp for like at least 2 hours.
Anything.
It's just a very mean thing. Don't tell your boyfriend he has a boyfriend.
Never, ever.
I got the best text message I've ever gotten. It was I was 19 years old, and I got this text from this girl. I did anal for the first time. It hurt so bad. No, I did. I fucked the chick in the ass. It was the first time I ever did it, and I remember the date only because of the situation. It was December 22nd, whatever the year it was. on Christmas, she texted me while I was with my family, "Hey, it still hurts to walk. Merry Christmas."
Well, that's
From
good.
anal, and I was like,
That is
"That's
good, Merry
great,"
Christmas.
but
Awesome.
only because it was anal, though.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
this is,
whatever.
there's,
Take it where you get it,
there's no
man.
hammer here.
Yeah.
There's no hammer, but I just was like, all right, I still got it. Like, this is
Hey,
But
I ruined some
good
girl's
about it.
Christmas.
Yeah, like literally, you got so many presents, and all you're thinking about is your beat up asshole.
my butt
Right.
works.
But that
That's
felt
great.
good to hear that. Imagine if she would hit you
Yeah.
like, Matt, that was cool hanging out there today. You got a cool boyfriend dick. My ass feels great.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
not good.
Yeah,
I can't wait to poop.
Yeah, look,
Like,
I'm
been
having a
shitting
great,
normal.
I'm having a great Christmas.
Yeah, my butt
Yeah.
feels great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a break.
Can't wait
All right,
to
everybody,
see
we're
you
going to take a
again.
quick commercial break, and we're going to be right back with more Greenfield's Finest podcast. Are you sick and tired of partying with the same old, and getting the old, boring results? Looking for something maybe different? You need to try Espolon Tequila. 2 shots for a good time, 3 shots you might go get a package, and 4 shots you and your friends are getting on a plane to Vegas. Espolon Tequila, the official tequila of Greenfield's Finest podcast. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're sitting down right now and you're listening to the podcast or watching the podcast, you probably want to order a pizza. And if you do, make sure you order from Capizzuto's Pizza, the official pizza of the Greenfield's Finest podcast, located at 422 Greenfield Avenue, phone number 412-521-6570. Mention Greenfield's Finest podcast whenever you call. Oh, man, I don't know if you guys have ever felt like this, but I woke up this morning and my toilet's running. I can't get it to stop running. My water bill last month was double. I didn't know what to do. Thank goodness for Niscatch Plumbing. I called them, they were there right away and took care of the problem, and it didn't cost me hardly anything. They're registered master plumbers and fully insured. That's Niscatch Plumbing. Phone number 412-337-4047. 412-337-4047. Thank you, Niscatch Plumbing. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're like me, you probably have appliances in your house. TVs, ovens, dishwashers, microwaves, all types of stuff. That shit's going to break. And when it does, make sure you call Primetime Appliance, 412-896-1395. They deal with all insurance and warranty companies. They do all the work. All you have to do is call 412-896-1395. Primetime Appliance. Give them a call. I don't know about you, but I ain't got time to be packing boxes and moving stuff all the way around the tri-state area. I just don't got time for it. But I gotta move. What am I supposed to do? Thank goodness I found out about Miracle Movers. Fully bonded and insured, serving the Tri-County area. And they go long and short distance. I just found out they do commercial delivery too. That's Miracle Movers at 412-419-2620. 412-419-2620. And tell them Z-Bird sent you. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It looks like spring's right around the corner and them construction projects are popping up. Well, make sure you call Allen Construction, 412-954-8337. Licensed, insured, fully bonded, and they've been around for over 65 years. Make sure you call Allen Construction, 412-954-8337. Get the job done right. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest podcast. We're going to get gear grinders kicked off. Surely, what's grinding them gears?
I get to start here because
Yeah,
Johnny ain't here.
yeah.
That's great, man. I feel great. So you know what my gear grinder is? When you have little nerds that go around and want to like tag shit up and like graffiti stuff. So I have my machine parked on fucking in the middle of Squirrel on Negley Avenue. Some little nerd comes up and tags it, like graffitis my machine. It says like Riot, ACAB. So I'm like, what the fuck's ACAB? It's all cops are bastards. Is what they fucking wrote on my machine, dude.
Stupid.
So
Yeah.
I'm thinking of my like I'm
said we love cock. I thought they were gonna
Dude,
say-
you know how many times a week I have to like I'll see like a fucking like 3 letters I don't know what they mean. I have to text Lenny like, what's this mean?
right. So dude, I'm furious. Like I'm fucking hot, dude. When I see this, I'm trying to just get through my day, and I'm thinking in my head like, dude, the guy that tagged this up, probably the guy. He'll be the first. He's a charge presser. Like, he'll be the first one if I get a hold of him and start beating the Christ out of him. He's gonna call the cops, beg for the cops to
Sure.
come,
No
but he's
doubt.
writing that shit about the cops on my machine.
Did you get
Like,
it
what did
off?
Yeah, I got it off because I mean, I got it early enough where I just put some shit like paint thinner and it came
Yeah.
off. But still, I'd like to grab you and beat you with a shovel.
Yeah, and you should be able to. That's
Like,
one of those
what
rules.
did
If
I-
you
what
catch
did I
somebody
do to
like
you?
fucking
You
with
know what
their
Your
with their
work
with
equipment,
their, with
yeah.
anything, your car, or
Right,
anything like
like,
that,
come
you should
on,
be able to
man.
shovel them.
Yeah, and the thing is, I know it's a nerd. I know it's some. I know it's some little white nerd.
Do you
from
think
Squirrel Hill.
something's going on? People were like spray painting our shit on Greenfield's Finest Bomb, saying we love
dude,
cock.
You know what? Listen, we're here from what 7 to fucking 9 every Tuesday, dude.
Yeah.
Bring that shit to Baldwin, right, Todd? Tell him.
Yep, right to
Give
your
me, hey,
doorstep,
Todd, give me your address.
We'll wake you up and everything.
Todd's fucking enormous, so I wouldn't fuck. I wouldn't fuck with Todd.
That's why I told him to come here, not to my house.
Oh fuck! You got a grinder, Z-Bert.
Yeah, dude, I'll tell you right now, as a landscaper, I said before, I hate shit in people's yards, and everyone fucking has hammocks now.
Wait, you hate shitting in people's yards?
No, everyone has shit in their yard.
Oh, got you.
Like, I'm talking
Two wildly
signs.
different
Shitting
things.
is not bad
Yeah.
in people's
Yeah.
yards.
I'm talking about, like, people got, like, those signs.
Not even election time. People still love signs.
They love signs. They want to let you know that you're safe at their house, but you're really not. But then all the shit they have in the back, the slip and slides, everything like that. The new trend, everybody has a fucking hammock, dude. Everybody has a hammock. And here's the problem. It's like the one that's on the metal stands. So, like, dude, I have to move at
Oh
3.
my god.
Dude, we cut 90 lawns today down that little development. I would say there was 50 fucking hammocks, dude. Like, by the time it was over, I wanted to start catching
You got to
house.
move them each twice at least.
Exactly,
right?
dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm one guy, and now I got to do a moving person's
I would
job.
just weed whack around it.
Tell them to call Miracle Movers.
But then I got to get the weed whacker. I got a mower, and we're just
yeah.
flying through these yards.
Yeah, I got
and then
you.
you run into this thing, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Another hammock? I'm like, what was there, like a hammock sale? Someone came through this development.
A
was
lot
like,
of idiots bought hammocks.
The hammock
fucking
truck was
during
out.
COVID.
it's a big hammock community down
They're
there.
not even comfortable.
The most
They're the
overrated
worst.
seating arrangement
Yeah.
in the world.
I'd rather get
But
a
people
lazy
want
boy.
them because they want, you know what they want? They want the Instagram
Instagram
picture of them reading, which they don't even know how to do in a fucking hammock. So like,
Dude, they travel with them.
this is one that is you can't.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
But
about.
you're talking about the Shenley Park traveling.
Yeah,
The
hammocks.
traveling hammocks
That's a whole different type of
from
way.
the hammock family.
That's a whole different type of human right there.
Yeah.
They might not have housing.
They don't deserve it.
That's their cocoon. They're wrapped in a cocoon. That's all I got
If
this
you're
week.
bringing your hammock to Shenley Park, you don't deserve a house. Live,
No, you
live
don't.
in the hammock if it's so great.
You're lucky we're letting you breathe.
Fucking idiot.
Stop spray painting Chili's machines.
I'm getting old. I say this a lot. I'm getting older. I'm getting tricked a lot on the internet. You know those fake Sports Center
I just
fucking-
seen that,
dude.
Mom.
Brady.
Man,
love
it
that.
wasn't Brady. This was Patrick Mahomes isn't going to play unless
the
the
Chiefs.
Chiefs change their name, which is like in 2021 is a
That's-
very believable
right.
headline.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, and I had my thumb on the retweet button, and I was like, stop.
Read the comments.
Yeah, and then it said Barry Center or whatever the fuck. And I was like, this motherfucker.
Oh, he's the
He
best.
fucking got. And I'm like,
When
I
he
hate
just
That was a
makes
good
shit
one.
up.
it was a good one. It was very believable. I hate getting tricked on the internet. Like I gotta stay sharp. You know what I mean? You gotta be out there with your head on a fucking swivel.
Yeah.
Man, weed.
You stop like mid thought, like head on a
Yeah,
swivel.
it just stopped. Brain just fucking completely fucking came to a screeching halt there for a
Backfired
second.
on you.
Yep. But I don't know, man. I can't be getting tricked on the internet like that. And
That was a good one.
I screenshot it and I sent it to it in a group message. I was like, "This almost got me." And I think if I wouldn't have put that, I would have got like 90% of the group message I sent it to.
Well, dude, the thing was, if you read the messages, it literally, I would say 75% of the messages on that feed, I went through and was reading them, they were all in on it.
If you're a racist and you see some shit like that, and you're on Twitter, you jump. You know what I mean? You get excited.
You're
you
like-
live for moments like that.
you're like, they'll fucking do anything now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they was just saying all this shit, and people were like, he has the right to do it. I think it's long overdue. And then you just seen people like, it's a fucking joke. Click on the video. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I was like, but I fell for it too. Until
Yeah, you just got to keep your head on a swivel out there.
Yep.
Matt, you got no gear grinder.
No, I got none.
Perfect life. Nothing grinds your gears, huh?
Life is good. No.
All right.
I got one.
You got one.
I said I usually just sit here and let you guys do them, but I don't know. See if I'm out of line here. So Anthony, my oldest, 19 years old, just graduated high school. Graduation party's coming up. My mom sends over a box of pictures, so we can make a collage. My wife's gonna make a collage, all this shit.
Love a good collage.
So my wife's going through the fucking pictures and finds pictures from my first wedding. in the fucking
Oh.
is that
Thanks, Mom.
Is that a legit
Your mom,
beer
your mom,
grinder?
yeah, your mom probably could have went through that box. And sent it over.
She could put it.
Or I mean, or is that a shot? Your mom taking a shot?
These were the days.
Yeah.
I remember the good old days, Todd.
Dude, my
She was
mom
such a
could
nice
be
girl.
ruthless. If my mom didn't like my wife, I could see her doing some shit like that on purpose.
Absolutely.
She knows that the wedding exists. Now she has images. Like that, I don't need that. In my
Yeah, and you
life.
just got married like recently too.
Yeah, a
so
year ago.
We were just at your wedding a couple months ago.
I don't need that in my life right now.
Yeah, no, that's a gear.
Yeah,
grinder.
old mom got you.
She fucked you big
Do I
time.
blame her on her being senile? Maybe.
I don't know,
Yeah.
man. You better get a good Christmas present.
If you go to her house and see her new wedding picture and Lisa's head's cut out of it, you know something's wrong.
yeah,
If she imposed her
Photoshopped.
ex-wife, she got the ex-wife's head glued on it. Like you might be like, want to talk
Bad.
about
Yeah,
that.
might want to talk that up.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to what Greenfield do. Take a break here.
Yeah. All right, everybody. We take a quick commercial break. We come back. We're going to wrap up Greenfield's Finest Podcast.
If you're like me, I bet you have the same opinion. Are you sick and tired of smoking hot chicks and delicious chicken wings? Well, I know I am. So if you are too, make sure you stay away from bootleggers over in Oakland at 403 Semple Street. Because all it is delicious chicken wings, cheap drinks, and smoking hot bartenders. That's bootleggers at 403 Semple Street over in Oakland. Over and out.
Are you in the market right now for buying a house? Maybe in the market for selling a house. Have you heard about Carlson & Associates Real Estate Services? If you haven't, maybe you should check them out. They're located right here locally in Pittsburgh at 106 South 18th Street in Southside. A lot of people think that they only service the Southside, but that's not true. They handle all the Pittsburgh area, and they also handle property management too. So if you're looking for a good real estate company that's locally owned and locally ran, call Carlson & Associates Real Estate Services at 412-431-1718. That's 412-431-1718. And tell them Z-Bird sent you. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Are you sick of your general contractor having sex with your wife? Well, I was too, and that's when I found out about Schaefer Inc. Schaefer Inc.'s primary goal is to deliver unbeatable quality for all your construction needs. They aim to firstly be a company principle-driven, and to achieve this, the importance is ethical business practices. That includes great work and not having sex with your wife. Please check out Schaefer Inc. for all your contracting needs. Give them a call at 412-915-1694. That's 412-915-1694. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I don't know if you've ever had a problem like me, but if you've ever stuck your dick in a light socket, you're probably going to need an electrician. Well, good thing Greenfield's Finest Podcast has Plug Electric as our official electricians of the Greenfield Finest Podcast. If you're looking for a good electrician, contact Plug Electric. Ask for Vance Hall. Phone number 412-298-6770. That's 412-298-6770. And stop sticking your dick in the light socket. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're having car problems right now, there's not really too many places to go that you can trust. One place you can is Meineke Car Care Center, located at 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. They handle everything, not just oil changes, but brakes, maintenance, everything. So if you have car trouble and you need help, make sure you call Meineke Car Care Center, 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. Phone number 412-451-8968, and ask for Arthur.
Hey, if you're looking for a fun night out in the South Side and you don't want to get punched in the face, check out Finn McCool's at 1501 Carson Street. Go there, have a good time, and don't get punched in the face. Finn McCool's, 1501 Carson Street, and tell them Z-Bird sent you.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. We're about to wrap up the show with What Would Greenfield Do?
What would Greenfield do?
Whoop, whoop.
If your arms were spaghetti, would you want them to be cooked or uncooked? I'm going to go first here. I want them uncooked. So they're cooked. You're just going to be stabbing everybody and like they break in fucking half. You won't be able to pick anything up.
No, you got it backwards.
I want them what'd I say?
You want them cooked.
No, I want them uncooked.
You want 'em
I want them
soft.
cooked. Yeah, I want them soft.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're correct. I want them soft. I want them noodly. I don't want them hard. Just because of what I just said. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't want, they'll just snap in half. Or you'd just be poking everybody. If they're
Right.
noodly, you'd be able to you'd probably be able to figure like a way to like pick something up and shit like that. You know what I mean?
That's what I wanted to
But
ask.
if they're just like hard, I don't know. You're fucked.
Well, for one, they'll break. They're not very flexible. They can't bend. But if they're like noodly, but you can't use them.
It's Conor McGregor arms, like just
Yeah.
fucking flop it. That's all.
I'm a maniac, man. But
That'd be kind of fun.
yeah, I mean, but yeah, if you had like noodle arms, but you couldn't use them, or if you could use the uncooked ones, like
Like
I don't
an
know.
octopus.
No, I mean it's easy. It's a pretty easy answer. Yeah, you gotta cook them.
Yeah, you guys.
See, I'm going. I would go cooked, but I'd say I need like an al dente. I don't want them all floppy. I need some
Oh,
texture
thinking
to
outside
you
the
know what I
box,
mean?
aren't you, sure?
Al dente's the move.
Yeah, that
'Cause
is.
Then you still have some structure to it.
That's
Yeah,
a good
it's not a
answer.
complete flop.
Yeah, if they're
That's
dry,
right.
they're gonna break.
You
like
were a
said.
cook.
Because it's coming
That's
from
why
a
I said
cook.
that. I eat a lot of pasta.
Yeah, al dente arms.
What kind of? What
What's
kind of?
about dente arms?
What do you think, Matt?
Yeah, you guys covered it, man. I mean, there's only two reasons.
What kind of? But I'm thinking like, if you had to pick the noodle, dude, what noodle would you want?
I'm a penne guy all
Oh
day
yeah,
long.
that's true. Because
Yeah.
wait, it's just spaghetti though. You said.
Yeah, it does say spaghetti, but
Okay.
I mean,
You gotta
we,
be a
If it
long
was
noodle.
listen,
different-
we don't keep
Bro.
what Greenfield dudes in a box. You know what I mean,
Having some macaroni wheels and shit.
Yeah.
Bombs.
Dude, I'm thinking I would want some like rigatonis, dude.
you'd be walking around like swimmies on all day.
Yeah, dude. That'd be hard,
Some
dude.
ravioli arms. Is that what you just said?
No, he was talking about the wagon wheels. I was gonna say they see me rolling.
Yeah, I think penne would probably be your best bet.
No, you gotta go
With the little
fettuccine.
point,
Fettuccine.
Yeah, you got thick. You're muscular.
but they're thin.
Al dente.
Yeah.
But are you hollow? Are you hollow though? Still in the middle? Because that would be.
That's
fucking weird.
rigatoni, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
penne too is open
Yeah,
both ended.
That's why
That's
you
what
gotta
I'm
go.
saying.
You gotta go solid. This is where.
I definitely wouldn't want
split
angel
off.
hair. I wouldn't
No,
want angel
angel
hair.
hair.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
the worst. No, angel
be a
hair. We could all
nightmare.
agree on that one.
All right. Here's a question. What flavor cum sauce would you have? Marinara or Alfredo?
Marinara is way better than Alfredo.
Wait, if
but it's
I'm
not-
dishing
but
it
it's not
out,
for
though.
you. Like you're not gonna. Would you eat it? Like if you knew what it was,
If it was, if
I mean, I wouldn't spray my penne down with it. No.
but you would like be like. "Ah."
Yeah,
If
I
I'm
mean,
serving-
I'd rather spray red than white. I already spray
If I'm
white.
serving, I'm doing
Yeah,
Alfredo.
I think
dude.
spraying red is a
Because then I can weed out.
Terrifying.
Yeah, dude.
Like, what the fuck's
Yeah.
going on here?
You can weed out the weak ones. The ones that are lactose intolerant, they're out.
plus
Yeah, I
I,
couldn't
I,
handle
eat I eat a lot of cheese sticks. So if I just need to take one off the wrist to get a little marinara out,
Yeah, because sometimes back
I
in the
don't have
day,
no
the
sauce.
little
Yeah.
ghetto, I didn't always have marinara, but
I-
I always had
ketchup.
ketchup. Yeah, I mean, and that shit
Yeah.
sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
Yeah, cheese sticks and ketchup is definitely a Greenfield thing.
But I mean, if you could spray
one
a
off
little,
the wrist.
take one off a wrist, a little marinara sauce,
Yeah.
nice
Yeah.
and hot.
Now you guys might
Yeah.
be persuading me.
Yeah,
Is it warm?
yeah, I think marinara is the way to go there. All right, would you rather give up the hungover breakfast sandwich or the drunk pizza? Z-Bird, you got to go back to your drinking days here.
yeah.
Same with me.
The hungover bread. I love the drunk pizza. I lived for the drunk pizza.
Here's the thing about the drunk pizza, though. You really don't remember. It is great in the time, and you do need it, but you really don't remember it, and it's just like it's over. But like when you wake up and like you need something to survive, and like a breakfast sandwich, that food is just nothing tastes better.
I'm gonna be like my hangovers. I wasn't a big bounce back guy. I was ordered the other stuff besides sandwiches. So like it was like that night.
Yeah, right. We're gonna do more shots. Maybe a line.
I would. So like
Well, I'm saying the next day.
that's.
Yeah,
It's either like it's either drunk pizza the night before, or
No,
like
we keep going.
I'm agreeing. Like I would wake up and I would like start drinking again before I would eat a sandwich.
Yeah.
But I love that drunken ordering pizza from the Dirty O, getting it at 3 a.m.
Dude.
I lived for that.
like Dog just says, the LNG, dude, the late night grease.
Yeah.
That's a major staple to my whole.
I feel like you just appreciate it so much
I thi-
more
I
the
think
next
it-
day
I think it's
because
just
like
the
you
ex-
need it so much.
I think it's the experience. I think that's why I would take the pizza all day. Because it's like
you're with your
friends.
friends.
You're with your friends. You're
Yeah.
fucked up. You're like, "Oh, no. Dude, last night was fucking. Tonight was fucking awesome. And you wake up like there's days that I wake up and if I smell food, I'm
Yeah.
sick to my fucking
Yeah.
stomach.
And if I go to have a hangover like meal, it's
Yeah.
not a breakfast sandwich. Dude.
Yeah.
It's like a greasy. I need like bacon. I need eggs.
Yeah.
See, I disagree.
But I can
think
always
breakfast
eat.
sandwich is unbelievable.
I can always eat at night hammered. But
Yeah.
the next morning hungover, I
iffy.
can't always. Like, if there's nights that, like, I'll tell you a night that I puked in sheets because we were in Morgantown.
Not
me
in
and-
Oakland.
Me and Zawadi. No, this was in Morgantown. Me and Zawadi did a show, And the next morning, you know, we went to get food. He got breakfast food, and I literally bought an orange. And I couldn't even eat the orange. I was so sick, I puked in sheets because I was so fucking hungover.
Just
from
thinking
That's
about
br-
that.
yeah,
brutal.
I'd rather rip a shot or drink a beer, even though that smell makes me sick. But my buzz is back on, and then I can eat.
Right, then I can talk myself
Right,
into eating.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
But I don't like
100%.
eating early. I hate breakfast to begin with. I think brunch is the most overrated fucking.
love
food.
breakfast.
I'm with you.
breakfast.
I hate it.
Breakfast is my favorite. Like, if I could eat breakfast food all the time, it's weird. I love breakfast over. I found a new place called Gab and Eat on the way to the flea market. Best breakfast ever. But like, I love bacon, eggs, French toast, pancakes, all that shit.
Well, see, I like the breakfast food, but I don't like. I'm not a guy. I can't wake up and eat breakfast.
See, I
It
can't
does- it
now,
does- it's not
especially
my
now.
thing. Unless I got to smoke some really good weed, and then I'll jump into.
See, I think it
you know?
fucks me up because I.
I think breakfast is like a weekday eating a big breakfast is crazy.
But I-
like,
I
a
never-
weekend thing, yeah.
But I
Yeah,
binge eat.
Sunday. I'm a
Yeah.
Sunday breakfast guy, and then I'll do a bang couple
I
shots
won't.
out.
I won't make my own breakfast. Like, I'll never make it.
Going to a diner by yourself is one of the better things in life.
Yeah,
It really is. Getting an omelet or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
I'm an omelet guy.
An
I've turned
omelet's
into an
bomb.
omelet guy. Yeah.
My problem is I literally eat one time a day. I only eat
I'm
once
like
a day,
2 times
and
guy.
I binge the fuck out of that. Like, that's like an hour activity.
You
for
make
me.
you make it worth your while.
And
That's
then,
it.
and so that's why, like, if I do breakfast in the morning, and I will eat like that, and then I'm sleeping till 6 p.m.
Right.
You know what I mean? So for me, I just need to go to bed, eat all the pizza. I got high so bad over COVID. I never really ate edibles, and I was like, well, fuck it, what else is there to do right now?
Nothing.
I was eating edibles and playing Madden, and I was so fucked up that I made a pizza and I ate it, right? I forgot that I already made it and ate it. I had my headset on, and I was standing I was like, hold on a second, I'm waiting for this pizza to be done. I was staring at the oven for like 5 minutes. My buddy's like, well, you said you getting your pizza? He's like, yeah. He's like, you fucking ate that 20 minutes ago.
that was a good edible.
I
dude.
opened up the oven, and I saw that there was nothing there but a little piece of cheese that hit the bottom.
Just smoking.
I was so upset, like, because I was still so fucking hungry, dude. It was the worst.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm like I like breakfast food. Not a big breakfast guy, but if I eat, I gotta eat big, and then it's over with. You know,
No, I like a quick.
shut it down.
See, I do like a quick sandwich. Like
Unbelievable.
on the way to the flea market, I like if the sheetz that's right there, I'll hit that. If the Gab and Eat ain't open, the ones that are already made, they're sitting in a little warmer.
Schmegel,
Yeah, I'll grab one up. A schmisket.
Schmiskets are good.
They are a fire schmisket, dude.
I like a nice croissant.
Do you?
Yeah.
Dude, the sandwich when
You're a little
Burger
bit of
King
an
was a thing.
aristocrat, aren't
Yeah,
you?
the Burger King croissant.
Was
Burger
the
King
best.
bread is unbelievable. You just can't get a clean one. You got to go to Deep Creek, Maryland. to get
You're
a
right.
fucking-
Yeah. There's no Burger King's worthwhile in the
Can't
tri-state
eat a
area.
Burger King in Pittsburgh. Deep Creek. That's where you want to go. Burger King. Got to go to
You
Deep
gotta
Creek.
go to Deep Creek.
Yeah. Oh, that's it.
All right, everybody. You guys have a great week. Don't forget August 25th. We're about the comedy show down at the Pittsburgh Improv. Everybody be safe. And remember, folks, Greenfield loves you.